From Hollywood, it's time now for... Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Henry Parker with Continental Assurance out in Reno.
Well, how are things in Nevada, Mr. Parker?
Terrible, sir, just terrible.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What seems to be...
Excuse me, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah?
There's someone here who would like to speak with you.
Oh, who?
Give me that. Who do you suppose it is, you sloth-eyed Pinkerton?
Sounds to me like a cantankerous old character named Josiah Gillis.
Cantankerous? Why, you miserable...
What are you doing in Reno, Mr. Gillis?
I tell you when you get here.
When I get... Oh, no, now, wait a minute.
I can't wait. If I do, he'll be dead and it'll be your fault.
Who?
A feline friend of mine.
A what?
Oh, being uncouth like you'd probably call him a cat.
Oh, no. Look, Josiah.
Also, he's rich.
He's what?
Rich, yes, sir. Last week he inherited $60,000. This week somebody's making sure he won't live long enough to spend it.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Assurance Company, Reno, Nevada. The following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Felicity feline matter. Expense account item 1, $164 air transportation, Hartford to Reno. En route, I wondered again what Josiah Gillis was doing in Nevada. At Reno, he was on the flight deck waiting for my plane, and standing beside him, wearing a dark suit and expression to match, was a tall, cadaverous-looking gentleman. As I started down the ramp, Josiah began calling me.
Yeah, there he is. Dollar. Yoo-hoo. Hey, Johnny.
Oh, hi. Afternoon, Josiah.
Well, you are a sight for sore eyes, boy. Yes, indeed, you are. Johnny, this is my friend and business associate, Henry Parker.
Mr. Parker?
Oh, I'm certainly glad you've arrived, sir.
That's so?
Yes, yes. Mr. Gillis has been quite concerned over Felicity.
The Felicity?
The feline. What do you think you came out here for? Your help?
Well, no.
Yeah, then give Parker your checks.
My checks.
So what's the matter with you? The altitude affect your mind? Hand over your claim check so Parker can fetch your luggage.
Sure. Here.
Yeah. Go on, Parker. Go on. We haven't got all day.
Whatever you say, Mr. Gillis.
We'll be in the waiting room. You hurry up.
Yes, sir.
Now, come on, Dollar. Come on.
Josiah, before I left Hartford, I tried to check up on this Continental Assurance Company. Nobody ever heard of it.
A lot of things those white-bellied clerks in Hartford haven't heard of. But the fact is, Continental ain't exactly worldwide.
Oh?
In here. No, sir. It ain't nationwide either.
Well, just how wide is it?
Well, you know how far it is from Winnemucca to Black Butte?
No.
Good. It's just about that wide.
Oh. And Parker is one of their agents, huh?
Agents? Parker is the president of the Continental.
The president? But you just... I mean...
Well, you look peaked, boy. You better sit down.
Phew. Josiah, I shouldn't let the man that's paying my salary run after my bag.
Pish-tash. Here. Take a look at this. It's my new business card. Yeah, go on, read it.
Josiah Gillis, chairman of the board, Continental. What?
Yes, sir.
But Floyd's of England has always carried your policy.
Carried, yes, past tense. I don't take guff from anybody, especially a ninny of an insurance agent telling me what I can insure and what I can't.
You had a fight with him?
Yep. My cousin Rachel, she's a sweet girl. She lives in the Belgian Congo. She sent me an African anteater. Now, all I wanted Floyd's to do was insure it for $15,000.
And of course they wouldn't.
Nope.
So you canceled all your policies and bought the controlling interest in Continental.
Same as anybody else would have done.
Oh, sure. And naturally, you insured this anteater.
Yeah, Archie. That was his name.
Was his name. What happened to him?
Well, it was a terrible thing, Johnny. Oh, it was just poor old Archie. He overindulged.
He did what?
Yeah, he overindulged. He found a house full of termites.
Oh.
Yes, finally died. Acute indigestion.
Too bad. But of course, Continental Assurance paid off.
And of course they paid off, and with a smile. Same as they paid off the $60,000 to my feline friend, Felicity.
What 60,000 to Felicity?
What do you think? The 60,000 Felicity inherited from Mrs. Hammermeyer.
And who is Mrs.
Was.
All right, was Mrs. Hammelmeyer.
A client of Henry Parker's. Had a life policy for 60,000. Felicity was the beneficiary.
But didn't she have any children or relatives?
She had one brother, a nephew, and a niece. Oh, of course, not counting Mrs. Hawkins, who was Mrs. Hammermeyer's best friend. You see, the two ladies lived together 15 years. Right now, Mrs. Hawkins has been appointed trustee to administer the 60 grand as Felicity needs.
Oh, I see.
Yes, you'll meet her as soon as we get settled.
Jediah, what makes you think someone's trying to kill that cat?
I don't think so. I know it. There have been 2 attempts in 2 weeks. You ask Mrs. Hawkins. She'll tell you.
Mr. Gillis, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, it's about time, Parker. Well, come on, Johnny, come on. We'll take you down to the Mapes.
The Mapes?
The Mapes Hotel. I'm staying there. And if it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you.
The Mapes Hotel stands high above Virginia Street overlooking the Truckee River. After Gillis checked me in and introduced me to the owner, Mr. Charles Mapes, I unpacked, then went with Jediah out to the old Hammelmeyer place where Felicity the cat, Mrs. Hawkins, and the relatives still lived. We rang the old-fashioned doorbell and waited. In a moment, the door was opened by a pasty-faced man of about 28.
Yeah? Oh, Mr. Gillis.
Yes, afternoon, Oscar. Mrs. Hawkins in?
Ain't she always? Who's he?
He's a friend of mine who's also an insurance investigator.
An insurance?
Name's Johnny Dollar. Johnny, this is Oscar Emmett, the late Mrs. Hammermeyer's nephew.
Hiya.
I suppose you're here about that lousy cat.
That's right.
Come on in. I'll tell the old lady you're here. You know where the living room's at, don't you, Mr.
Oh,
Gillis?
indeed I do.
Oh, friendly sort of character.
Oscar's like the rest of the Emmets. They just can't stand seeing Felicity eat steak when they gotta have tuna casserole. In here, Dollar.
All right. Well, what kind of work does he do?
Work? Oh, Oscar, none of the Emmets worked. No, sir.
Not even Mrs. Hammelmeyer's brother?
Emmett spends all his time in the gambling halls. You know, gambling's legal here.
He a professional?
Oh, no. He's got a slot machine route. He goes around poking his finger in the payoff trays, picking up the nickels and dimes that people overlook.
I see.
Yeah, let's sit down here. Let's sit down.
What the... Oh, Felicity! That cat has claws.
Oh, you stepped on his tail, you stupid... Tell him you're sorry, Dollar.
Well, I didn't know he was
He's
there.
sorry, Felicity. Oh, the bad man didn't see you.
What's going on in here? Felicity, you get right down off that table. You hear me. Oh, you...
Mr. Gillis, would you use your influence, please?
Well, I'll certainly try, Mrs. Hawkins. Felicity. Come on now, honey. That's a good kitty. There. Now.
I just put out a nice dish of scallops for him.
Oh, you hear that, Felicity? Scallops. Oh, yum. Sure. So you run along now. Bye-bye.
Oh, I do declare I've never seen a man who has such a way with animals.
Well,
And that goes for lonely widows, too, Mr. Gillis.
Oh, now, Leona, stop.
Jediah.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Hawkins.
Leona is just fine.
Yeah, well, this is the young fellow I was telling you about, Johnny Dollar.
Oh, well, this is indeed a pleasure, Mr. Dollar. Jediah told me so much about you.
Oh, is that so?
You're much more handsome than I imagined, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, now, good gravy, Leona. Now, you just tell him what's been going on around here.
You mean about Felicity?
That's what I mean.
Well, somebody's after him. Trying to kill him.
Tell me, has an actual attempt been made on his life?
Wednesday night a week ago. I let him out just before I went to bed like always.
Uh-huh.
He'd been out about an hour when it started to pour. And knowing Felicity hates to get wet, I opened the front door to call him. Well, just as he was crossing the street, I heard this big car start up, and it zoomed straight for Felicity. Whoever was driving it almost turned over, trying to hit him.
You didn't get a good look at the driver, huh?
I didn't get any kind of a look. It was too dark.
What about the car? What make was it?
If I knew that, I'd have already told you that. I haven't any secrets from him.
Tell him about last Thursday, Leona.
Felicity was poisoned. That's what the vet said. Somebody put arsenic in his lobster.
Lobster?
Oh, yes, he just loves it. According to the instructions Mrs. Hammelmeyer left, he's to have lobster once a week, steak 3 times, and boiled chicken every Sunday.
I see.
Yes, and as long as I take care of him and obey her instructions, I can live here rent-free, same as her kin, the Emmets.
Uh-huh.
Same as them.
Mr. Gillis, just who gets Felicity's money in case he dies? The Emmett family?
We aren't sure.
Oh, why's that?
Because Mrs. Hammermeyer left a sealed envelope to be opened only in the event of Felicity's death.
Oh, the Emmets will get all that's left, Mr. Dollar, I'm sure of it.
No, Leon. You mustn't look on the dark side.
Well, I did rub Mildred's, Mrs. Hammelmeyer's back and bunions for a good many years. Did her marketing, so she got her medicine on time. I do hope she appreciated
Oh,
it.
she did, Leona. You see.
You dear, sweet man.
Hello? Anybody home?
Where is everybody?
We're in the living room.
Yes, I figured they'd start flocking in. Now it's dinner time. Dollar.
Yeah.
It's Joyce Emmett, the niece. She hates cats. Told me so herself.
Oh.
Well, evening, Mrs. Hawkins.
Do I have time to take a shower before dinner? Oh, I didn't know he had company.
Mr. Emmett, Joyce, you both know Mr. Gillis.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Gillis.
Terrible.
And this is Mr. Johnny Dollar. He's investigating the trouble we've had about Felicity.
After the would-be cat killer, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll lay 8 to 5 you never catch him.
Or her. Could be a woman, you know.
Oh, yes. It most certainly could.
Why, Joyce, the way you say that, you act as if you want Mr. Dollar to start investigating you.
Maybe I do. How about it, Johnny?
Well, how do you feel about Felicity, Miss
The
Emmett?
same as everyone else in this house. Aunt Mildred had no business leaving all her money to that creeping night crawler.
Joyce.
Well, he is.
Mr. Dollar, just what interest do you have in Felicity? He isn't insured.
Mr. Gillis sent for me, Mr. Emmett.
He did?
Yes, I did. Continental has a moral responsibility to see that the funds handed over to widows, children, and dumb animals are protected from swindlers, connivers, and blackguards, of which I'm sure this house has many.
Why, you pompous, wrinkled old Romeo.
Joyce, please, if you can't hold your tongue, leave the room.
Well, what I said is the truth. Man his age getting romantic.
You wait, girl. 30 years from now, you'll be mighty glad men my age can get romantic.
Oh, that's telling it.
Mr. Emmett. Mr. Emmett, do you share your daughter's opinion of Felicity?
Why, of course I do. I'm a dog man. Besides, I can't see why she left all that money to the critter. Mrs. Hawkins has figured up what it costs to keep him like a king every week.
Yes, $23. Maybe a trifle more by the time I get him out of the pretty kitty.
The pretty kitty?
Well, it's a beauty parlor for cats. Felicity has a standing appointment there every Friday at 1.
Oh, no.
$23 a week. You know how many weeks it'll take him to spend that $60,000, not counting the interest that'll add up while he's doing it?
No, not exactly. No, I know.
2,600 weeks. 50 years. And believe me, the odds of any cat living to be 50 years old, well...
I'll lay you 10 to 1 he doesn't live another 6 months.
Joyce.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Well, hello there, Felicity. Oh, did you know we were talking about you?
Did you finish up all your dinner, Felicity? He sometimes doesn't eat all his scallops. Last week I gave them to Oscar.
Oh, it's disgusting. Well, look at him. He thinks he owns us.
What do you mean, thinks? Huh.
A few minutes later, Jodiah drove me back to the Mapes. Whether it was the Emmets or Mrs. Hawkins who wanted Felicity out of the way, I didn't know. But I did know we should get him out of that house as soon as possible. I changed my clothes, met Jodiah and his friend Charlie Mapes in the Sky Room for dinner, did a bit of gambling, then went to bed. Must have been about 3:30 when the phone rang.
Hello. Oh, Mr. Dollar, please answer me.
Who is it?
Mrs. Hawkins, I tried to get Mr. Gillis, but he left word he wasn't to be disturbed.
Oh, well, what is it, Mrs. Hawkins? What's wrong?
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's just terrible.
What is it? What's happened?
Felicity, he...
Felicity, what?
I let him out about 10, but he's disappeared. Mr. Dollar, I know he's been killed.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Felicity Feline Matter.
A few minutes later, Jediah Gillis and I were at the old Hammelmeyer home. Joyce and her father, along with Mrs. Hawkins, were waiting for us. Oscar Emmett was nowhere to be found.
He's the one, Johnny. Yes, sir, that shifty critter, that Oscar. He stole Felicity and is going to do him in. Ah, that poor Felicity.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Mr. Gillis, pull yourself together.
Oscar could be downtown having a run of luck, Mr. Dollar.
Well, if he's gambling this time of night, he shouldn't be too hard to find. Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes.
When did you first realize Felicity was missing?
Why, about an hour ago, I guess it was. I woke up and remembered he was still outside, so I came down and called him.
Yeah?
Always before, ever since he was a little kitten, he's come back home for me. But tonight, well, he's just nowhere to be found.
What time did you let him out?
About 10:30, same time as I always do.
Were you at home then, Joyce?
No, she wasn't. I had a real good day yesterday, collected almost $4, so I took her to a movie.
A movie? That's a likely story if I ever heard one.
It happens to be the truth, Mr. Gillis.
What'd you see? Come on, tell me.
It was an old one about a giant gorilla.
That's right.
I'll bet.
Jediah, if anything has happened to poor Felicity, will we... Well, how much time will we be given before we have to move out of this house?
Well, that's up to the court, but I'd say a couple of weeks.
That's all? Oh, my.
Well, it's all they deserve.
My.
All except you, my dear. Well, Johnny, you've been unusually quiet. What do you think?
I think we'll take in the late spots, Jediah. See how our luck's running. We started at the Mapes and went down Virginia Street, stopping in at every gambling casino, hoping we'd find Oscar Emmett. Finally, we found him at one of the roulette wheels in Harold's Club. And in front of him was a large stack of chips.
Take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple of seats around here, gents.
No, thanks. We'll just watch our friend.
And a very lucky friend he is, too.
Put these on 32 and these on...
Good morning, Oscar.
What? Well, what are you two doing here?
We've been looking for you.
That's so? What for?
You know what for, you catnapper? What'd you do with Felicity?
That cat.
You know any other Felicity? You no good loafer?
All bets are down.
No, wait a minute. I wanted these chips on 13 black.
Hurry, all bets are down.
What? Now see what you two made me do. If that 13 hits, Well, what do you want to see me about?
We told you. Felicity. You know where he is?
How would I know?
Where have you been since 10:30 this evening?
All around town.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. Look out now.
13, odd, and black.
Why, you see what you two clowns cost me? Taking my mind off what I'm doing. Now get out of my way. I'm cashing in.
You're not doing nothing to answer our questions, Mr. Oscar Emmett. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hey, just a minute, Oscar. Hold back. Jediah, are you all right?
Yes, I guess a fine bodyguard you'd make.
Mr. Gillis, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to hit you.
Well, you sure did. Yes, sir.
Well, here, let me help you up.
Are you sure you're all right, Jediah?
Yes, if I could just sit here a minute, I'll be fine.
Okay, folks, it's all over. Let's get back to our business.
Want to come over here a second, Dollar?
If you say so.
That crazy old fool. I didn't really mean to hit him so hard, but well, you know how it is sometimes. That was the best run of luck I had this year.
Well, don't worry about Jediah. He sometimes forgets he's not as young as he used to be.
You can say that again. Boy, the way he's been letting that Mrs. Hawkins make a fool of him.
How do you mean?
Oh, you know. Telling him how much she's in love with him, how nice it'll be after they're married, you know.
You heard her say this?
Sure. You see, my room's on the first floor just off the parlor. And I can't help but hear what's going on.
Uh-huh. Well, what makes you think Mrs. Hawkins isn't sincere?
Because she's been given the same line to Mr. Emmett. Oh. Only she really loves him. Oh, yes, sir. Sometimes he argues with her and she breaks out crying. Now, that's something no woman like her could fake.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I didn't tell Jediah what I'd learned from Oscar. At least not then. The wind had already been taken out of his sails. So I took him back to the Mapes. I made sure he was going to be all right. Then I returned to the old Hamelmeyer house. Joyce, Mr. Emmett, and Mrs. Hawkins were out in the yard hunting for Felicity.
Hi, Johnny.
Well, how yourself?
We've got some coffee inside if you're interested.
Coffee? Sure. But have you found any sign of Felicity?
Not yet. Poor Miss Hawkins, she's about to go out of her mind.
Uh-huh.
Did you find Oscar last night?
Yeah. He's been having a session downtown at a roulette table.
That's what I thought. Johnny? What will happen if we don't find Felicity? I mean, if he's just run away, we won't be able to prove he's dead. And the money... Well, what will happen? Do you know?
Well, I imagine there'll be a waiting period, and then the court will declare Felicity dead, and the money will go wherever Mrs. Hamelmeyer has willed it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sure wish I knew what's in the envelope Mr. Gillis has locked in his office.
Mrs. Hawkins! Joyce! Mr. Dollar!
What is it, Dad?
In here, quick!
Johnny, he found something in the garage.
Come on. The garage was about 25 yards from where we'd been standing. We made it nothing flat. Inside, toward the back and on the ground, was a small hatchet. And near the hatchet was some blood and cat fur.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh,
no.
Poor Felicity. Oh, the poor thing.
Well, it looks like he met his end here, and then whoever did it carted him away, Dollar?
Looks that way.
Johnny, take me out of here.
Yeah, sure, Joyce.
So ashamed. You know I hated that cat. I really wanted him dead, but not like this. Not...
Oh, hey, come on now.
I know it's silly of me, isn't it?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you be kind enough to notify Mr. Gillis? I'm afraid I just couldn't speak about it over the telephone.
Of course. I'll be glad to. I drove Jediah's car back to the hotel. I made sure he was feeling better, then told him what we'd found in the garage. Naturally, he wanted to call out the police reserves, but I managed to talk him out of it. At 10 o'clock, I made some telephone calls to the local banks. When I got the information I'd been after, Jediah and I again drove out to the Hamelmeyer house.
Well, I expected you two gentlemen a couple of hours ago.
Sorry, Mrs. Hawkins. I had some things to take care of.
Oh, well, come in. What's the matter with... Why, Jediah Gillis, you've been fighting.
So I have, woman. So I have.
Sweet darling, and at your age...
Seems like I've been doing a lot of crazy fool things at my age.
Now, just what do you mean by that?
You know very well what. Pulling the wool over my eyes. Let me think that I'd found a true sweetheart at last. Oh, you miserable Jezebel.
Mr. Dollar, whatever is he talking about?
How about you and Mr. Emmett? And how you plan to use Jediah's friendship to get you out of trouble in case your little scheme failed?
Well, I still don't understand.
No? Well, suppose I tell you that you did away with Felicity yourself.
Why, you can't prove that.
I won't need to. Jediah's having a copy made of all your bank deposits since the time you moved in with Mrs. Hamelmeyer 15 years ago. And started taking care of her by paying her bills, ordering her food and medicine, and pocketing a good share of the money for yourself.
Well, why shouldn't I have? She didn't give me 1 cent of salary.
Oh, I know. And your bank balance shows you have $47,000 on deposit.
All right. All right. But I'll pay it back. You'll see. Oh, they won't be able to do a thing to me. No, sir. Mildred Hamelmeyer appreciated me even if nobody else did. Or does. You'll see. My name will be in that envelope. She wanted me to have that money all the time. I know she did.
Hi. Ready to read the will?
Yeah, just about. Joyce, you and your father sit over there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you say, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, Jediah, open the will.
Sure I will. But if it does give the money to...
Jediah.
Well, Mrs. Hamelmeyer should spin in her grave if it does.
Read it if you dare, you old goat.
You miserable female woman? Yes, right, I'll read it now. Here we go. Codicil to the last will and testament of Mildred Emmett Hamelmeyer. Witnessed by... Yes, there's a lot of legal gab here. Here we are. The monies unspent after the death of the cat known as Felicity shall... Well, hold it smooth.
Mr. Gillis.
This is no time for laughing, Gillis.
Read it, your dad.
Yes, please.
Oh, doggone. I'll read this thing again. The monies unspent shall then go to the descendants of the original heir.
The
Descendants? What? Yes.
Well, how...
The original heir is Felicity. Now, the money goes to his descendants. And being as he was a tomcat who loved to go prowling at night, did he ever have descendants? Oh! Hundreds of them!
Well, sir, what happened later proved once and for all that miracles can happen. For at 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, we got a phone call from the Pretty Kitty Beauty Shop. A large tomcat with a bad cut on the back of his neck had shown up for his usual shampoo and manicure. Maybe they do have 9 lives. Expense account total, including hotel bill, incidentals, and transportation back to Hartford, $407.20. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
This is Mrs. Wish, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, yes?
Do I understand that you're in San Francisco because of the disappearance of my husband?
That's right, Mrs. Wish. The doctor's insurance company seem to feel that the circumstances deserve some looking into.
It is very strange, and I'm quite frightened.
I know you must be upset, and I know that the police have bothered you quite a bit. But I wonder if I could come out and talk to you.
Of course, Mr. Dollar. Only one thing is important. That is to learn that my husband is alive and safe. Please feel free to come any time that's convenient to you.
Edmund O'Brien in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Washingtonian Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Malcolm Wish, M.D. matter. Expense account item 1, $218.45 airfare and incidentals between Hartford and San Francisco. There, after a phone call to his wife, I went to the home of the missing Dr. Wish, which was situated about halfway up fashionable Nob Hill.
Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Wish is expecting me. My name is Dollar.
Yes, she is. Come in.
Thank you.
You're the insurance investigator.
That's right.
I'm the daughter. My name's Cecil. You learn anything about Father?
Not yet, but I just got here this morning.
Sure, should have realized that. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Do you mean you think you know some other things that other people don't?
Some other people.
You haven't told the police?
No, I didn't like the man who came here, Lieutenant Hughes. I don't want to talk to you until after you've seen her.
Sure, anything you say.
Where are you staying?
The Cleveland Hotel on Sutter.
I'm going to be downtown. I'll meet you at the coffee shop at noon.
Okay, Cecil, I'll be there. Now, where can I find your mother?
The second door leads to the morning room and a view of the bay. She's waiting, so just walk right in. And don't mention what I said to you.
All right. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Mrs. Wish?
Yes?
I was told to come right in. I'm Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes, I've been waiting. Come and sit down.
I'll take up as little of your time as possible, Mrs. Wish.
Oh, it's quite all right.
I understand the last time you saw your husband was night before last when he left the house to make a professional call.
That's correct.
Would you tell me about it, please?
Oh, I only wish I knew more about it. My husband very seldom accepts night calls. But night before last, the phone rang, and he talked for a moment, and then he left.
What time was that?
A little past 9.
Isn't it his habit to let you know where he's going when he goes out at night?
No, I'm afraid it isn't anymore. Once it was, yes.
And you didn't hear him mention the name of the patient that called him?
No. I was out of the room, and he answered the phone himself.
Well, he must have said something to you.
Well, he seemed to be in a hurry. And he told me he'd be back in an hour or so, that it was an emergency. Naturally, we assumed that it was one of his regular patients. So yesterday, my daughter and I started phoning them. We got the names from Dr. Huber.
He's the other doctor in your husband's office?
Yes. I believe he's called some of Malcolm's patients, too, but none of them seem to have phoned that night. Oh, I'm terribly worried, Mr. Dollar.
We'll do everything we can. How do I get to his office from here, Mrs. Wish?
It's in the Tide building on post. You can take the cable car on the corner. It'll drop you just a half a block away.
Thanks. I'll be in touch with you.
Right in, Mr. Dollar. I'm sorry I was so brief with you on the phone. I had a patient in the office at the time.
That's perfectly all right, Dr. Huber.
It wouldn't help matters to discuss Malcolm's disappearance in front of him. You know how tongues wag. Please be seated. It is true that this situation is not yet common knowledge?
The papers have left it alone. How did you hide the truth when you phoned his patients?
What? Oh, of course, you have met with his wife. She was insistent that I do that. But it is not my duty, I thought, at least at this time. Do you not agree?
I suppose so, if you don't think Dr. Wish is in danger.
I don't jump to that conclusion until I see some reason.
The man has disappeared, Doctor.
Many men have disappeared. Dr. Wish is 52 years old. He has practiced here in San Francisco for more than 20 years. Before that in Seattle. The past 2 months, I have noticed a change in him. Tiring. He was no longer satisfied with his life.
Are you inferring that he might have ducked out on his own?
Perhaps even amnesia.
Does it sound like amnesia for a man to answer the phone, tell his wife he'll be home in a short time, pick up his medical kit, and drive away in his car?
Who knows about amnesia?
Does an amnesia victim go to the trouble of keeping a car hidden from the police of 3 states?
It would depend on the type of amnesia.
I didn't think there were types, so you must mean voluntary or involuntary. If he did just suddenly drop his life here, and you know that to be the case, I hope you...
I know nothing. Dr. Wish and I discussed very little but medical matters. I repeat, that I realize that for 2 months or longer he was not a happy man. If he has made arrangements to change that, I do not know, but it is a possibility.
You wouldn't tell me if he were in trouble over his practice, would you?
I would not, but I'm sure that he wasn't. Dr. Wish is, to the best of my knowledge, a highly ethical man of medicine.
You're probably being cooperative, Doctor, but I'm not sure whether it's with Wish or with the police and me.
I am simply without information.
Yeah. I have an appointment in 15 minutes, but I'd like to come back this afternoon and get a list of his patients.
You are welcome. Please mention it to the receptionist on the way out. She'll be happy to gather the information for you.
Good afternoon, sir. Would you prefer a table or the counter?
I was supposed to meet someone here at noon.
5 after, sir.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't see her. I guess she's later than I am.
Would it have been a Miss Cecil Wish, sir?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Then if you're Mr. Dollar, she phoned and asked me to tell you that she wasn't able to lunch with you, but that she would be reached by phone at her home any time after 2.
I see. Well, thanks very much. I'll take the counter. Might as well have a sandwich. I didn't suspect Cecil's motives until I left the coffee shop. Then I realized I was being followed. I kept my eyes pretty much off the man, but saw enough to describe him. Medium height and a broad-shouldered suit, and the hair that showed below a hat was so white blonde that I thought it must have been bleached. He followed me to a drugstore where I phoned Lieutenant Hughes, the detective on the case. Then my shadow followed me aboard a Market Street bus and dropped off a block after I did. He was lounging on a corner when I went into police headquarters.
I'm glad to have you in town, Dollar, but I don't have anything to give you. I put out a description of the doctor in his car, and I've been riding along on that. I'll have to for a few more days unless something breaks.
I take it you've talked to the other doctor in his office?
Yeah, I talked to him.
And he hinted that Dr. Wish dropped out of sight.
Yeah, and that in itself doesn't happen to be a crime. No, not yet, anyway.
Things like that sometimes crowd the law against insurance fraud, Lieutenant.
Well, not for a while. Oh, don't think I'm passing this off without reason. With the information I have now, there's darn little I can do, except wait and see if the wife doesn't get a brush off by mail from Alaska, someplace that's legal.
Do you have a line on any women in his life?
It doesn't necessarily have to be one, does it?
It helps sometimes. Do you know any reason why somebody should be tailing me?
Tailing you? When'd you spot it?
Right after I had lunch at the Cleveland Hotel coffee shop.
When do you think the tail was put on you?
I'm not sure. I went out to the Wish House this morning. From there, I went to his office. From there to the coffee shop. And I came here.
Any ideas?
Yeah. I've got an idea that a man who wants to drop out of sight wouldn't risk drawing attention to himself by putting a tail on somebody who's looking for him. Would you?
Hardly.
It's all right with you. I'd like to leave things the way they are. I wanted to let you know about it, but I think we ought to let him play for a while.
I'll go along with it. I got some good men I could put on it, but there's always a chance of tipping him.
Let's leave him alone. Maybe he's only a hungry tourist who thinks I might lead him to a good steak. He followed me back to the doctor's office, and he was waiting for me 15 minutes later when I left with the names, addresses, and phone numbers of what I'd been told were all the patients of Dr. Wish. By this time, I was learning a few things about the man following me. He was good at it. Unobtrusive, not too eager, yet never losing me, though I didn't make myself too easy to follow. I let my shadow watch me buy some stationery and a paper near my hotel. Then I went up to my room, hoping he'd relax downstairs. I checked in the corridor 3 times in the next half hour, and then at 2:15 I phoned the Wish House.
Hello?
Miss Wish?
Yes, who's this?
Mr. Dollar.
Oh, I'm sorry about not meeting you. Something came up that I couldn't get out of.
You may have more trouble getting out than even you figured on.
What'd you say?
It doesn't look good when you promise information and then don't show up to give it. Why did you really make that date and then not show up?
I couldn't help it. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
What is this information you have? You can give it to me now, can't you?
Not over the phone.
I'll come up then.
No, because Mother will be here. I'll have to meet you someplace. Are you at your hotel?
I can be any time you say.
Where then, the bar?
I think it'd better be my room.
Well, that... All right. I'll be there at 8:30. Which one is it?
8:30? Why so late?
Because Mother will be here and I'll have to sneak out. You sound as if you've learned something, have you?
We'll talk about it when you get here. The room is 323. Don't stop at the desk. Come right up to the 3rd floor and wait near the elevators. I'll be a minute or so late.
Why do I have to
Never
wait?
mind. Be here. If you stand me up again, I'll see that the police make the next date with you.
Why are you threatening me? I'll be there.
So will I, Cecil. Goodbye. I left as soon as I'd hung up and led my shadow away from the hotel. Before, I thought there could have been any contact between him and Cecil Wish. I kept him moving the rest of the afternoon and away from phones as much as possible while I called on some of the missing doctor's patients. I arranged it so that he couldn't have seen her go into the hotel. And still, when I reached the 3rd floor, she wasn't waiting for me. When I spotted Lieutenant Hughes leaning against my door, I thought I knew why.
Where the devil have you been, Dolly? Thought we'd lost you.
I've been trying to do my job. Did you scare a girl away from here? Or did you notice?
There's a time and place. Tell me, has this man stopped tailing you?
No, he's waiting across the street from the entrance. Why, Lieutenant?
Dr. Wish's coat, hat, shoes, and a suicide note were found on the Golden Gate Bridge about an hour ago.
Uh-oh. Have they found his body?
Not yet. And now explain for what possible reason this guy should have been tailing you.
Turned out the lieutenant and I, instead of playing it smart, should have collared the blonde shadow hours before, but the boat had sailed. By the time we got down to the street, he'd disappeared. An alarm was broadcast on his description, and Lieutenant Hughes and I went up to the Wish address.
It just doesn't seem possible. I've steeled myself to accept almost any kind of horrible news, an accident, some sudden illness, anything, but not this.
Didn't your husband in any way show that he might have been despondent?
In no way.
Was there any trouble between you and him?
We were normally happy little spats. Cecil.
Yes, Mother?
Was there anything hidden from me? Was your father unhappy because of something that you knew about and I didn't?
Not that I know of, Mother.
You've seen the note, Mrs. Wish?
Yes, I've seen the note.
And you're still sure he wrote it?
Oh, I wish I weren't so sure.
I'm sorry that it has to be brought up, but it sounded as if he were pretty unhappy about his life.
Whatever it was, he kept it hidden. I hadn't an inkling. We'd been so happy.
The other doctor in his office thought that he might not have been so happy.
Then Dr. Huber was aware of something I knew nothing about. Perhaps I was blind. Oh, I just don't...
I'm awfully sorry. Now we're going to have to talk about it.
Oh, I just...
She's doing quite well, don't you think?
Not as well as you are.
I'm not trying.
What are you doing?
Being honest. Father's not dead, and I think she knows it.
I'm glad you're so sure.
Not a suicide from the Golden Gate Bridge. That's too much.
Come on out in the other room.
I'm going to get myself...
We'll be back in a minute, Lieutenant.
Yeah, all right.
Cecil, where are you going?
I'll come right back, Mother. Father had no reason to take his life.
What do you think has happened, then?
I was going to tell you what I thought when we planned to meet at noon, but I changed my mind.
Is it a change of mind what came up that you couldn't get out of?
It's harder to get away from than a lot of things. First, I thought that he was playing a dirty trick on me. Then I wondered if I wouldn't be playing a dirtier one on him by telling you about it.
You changed your mind about meeting me at 7, too.
I got the news about the things on the bridge just as I was leaving. Father's reached what they call the dangerous age. I guess it is. He finally fell in love.
I don't envy him. Dr. Huber diagnosed it as possible amnesia.
A typical Huber diagnosis. I don't think he knows about things.
But you found out.
Of course I did. I wasn't taken in by these night calls at all. I followed him. I even talked to her without her knowing who I was. She was nice. And I felt like a chaperone.
What's her name?
Ann Movius.
Did she talk you into luring me to that coffee shop?
What do you mean?
I was onto that guy that was following me from the time I left there.
I don't know what you mean.
Stop it. I led him right over to police headquarters and told Lieutenant Hughes about him.
Mr. Dollar, I don't know what you're talking about.
The guy was good. I had half a hunch he might be a private detective. But then when I realized how well practiced he was on melting away from the police, I began to wonder. There's a police alarm out on him now, so you'll save a lot of time and trouble by telling me who he is and where we can find him.
You think I made you go there so you could be followed?
I was followed.
Why?
You put me in that coffee
But
shop.
why were you followed?
Because I was looking for your father. You know that?
I don't know it.
Yes.
I don't know anything about her. She's younger than Father, about 34 or 5.
Married or single?
I don't know.
Where does she live?
Wesley. It's an apartment, a building on Van Ness. I thought they'd run away together.
Maybe. Give me the apartment number. Lieutenant and I'll go and see.
It'll be the next one. Let's take it slow.
No voices.
Wait a minute. No, I guess not. There's a light showing under the door, though.
Try it.
Yeah. It's locked. Here, I'll get it.
That closed door must lead to a bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Let's try it.
Hold it. There on the floor. Man's suit coat.
Suit coat. Let's see that.
Look at the side here.
It's dried blood. A lot of it.
Sure. Look here. Bullet hole? Or a knife? Huh. The label says Brewers, Carson City, Nevada.
Yeah. Let's look in there. Got the light switch?
Yeah.
There's the shirt that was under the coat. Look there, more bloodstains on the bed.
There's something more, Lieutenant. It figures that Dr. Wish was here, all right. There was a metal wastebasket in the bathroom doorway. In it was a large amount of surgical dressing, all bloodstained. It told of a wound that had been dressed and redressed a number of times. Other things in the room fell into place. A sales slip from Mill's department store in San Francisco. It was in receipt of the purchase of a man's shirt and jacket, probably to replace the bloodstained ones left in the apartment. The slip was dated PM, the current day, which was Thursday. And finally, on the dresser, we found a day-old Nevada newspaper. The front page item that seemed to fit reported, unidentified trio murders and robs Carson City betmaker. Dying man believed to have wounded one of his assailants.
Well, the time figure's all right. Leaving then, they could have gotten to San Francisco by 8 or so, the night the doctor disappeared. There are a couple of stands in town that carry out-of-state papers. They're a day old, so this one must have been bought today.
And we didn't miss him by far, Lieutenant. According to the signs, this guy must be in pretty bad shape. To get him out of this building without drawing attention, they'd have to do it after dark, don't you think?
Well, I think they were plenty rushed. They'd done something to cover up the tracks here if they'd had time.
Dr. Wish's coat and stuff on the Golden Gate Bridge. Where does that lead?
Almost any place. It's wide open once you're across the bridge.
But the blonde man who was still following me when I met you at the hotel, after sticking together this far, would they leave him or come back after him?
That's a thought. I'm going to get on the phone out here and put some men on it.
I'll check the tenants on this floor and see if the building manager's come in yet. I'll meet you at your office. I got nothing from the building. The woman, Ann Movius, hadn't lived there long enough to become friendly with anyone. The manager knew that she had received men visitors now and then, but that was all. Nobody had seen an injured man enter or leave. An hour later, in Lieutenant Hughes's office, I learned that the police had had better luck than I had.
I got on the teletype to Carson City. Your description of the blonde man fits what they have in a man named Ned Ring. Records in Nevada and Utah.
Anybody with hair like that never should have tried to be a criminal.
Yeah. And I gave them the name Movius. They have an Alan Movius, no record. But I know an associate of this Ned Ring, so it figures.
No next of kin on Movius, I suppose, huh?
No, but he must be a brother to the woman, unless that's her married name. Anyway, they never heard of her. She's clean as far as we're concerned.
Yeah. Well, I guess she just happened to know her.
No, wait a minute. Hello. Right. Yeah, that's the name, all right. Oh, good. Put him in a room. We'll be right down.
How was that?
Your blonde friend. He was picked up boarding an airport limousine. Well, Ring, I'm glad to see you.
Look, I don't know what any of this is all about. You got no right to hold me.
What happened, Ring? Did your buddies duck out on you?
What do you mean my buddies duck out on me?
Where were you flying to when you got picked up?
The other cop got my ticket. It says L.A. I got a right to go to L.A., haven't I?
Is that where your buddies are going?
What buddies? I was going alone.
Why weren't you going to Carson City?
Look, what's eating you two? You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Your name is Ned Ring, isn't it?
Yeah, sure it is.
How do you think we found out what your name was?
Well, he had it all over me. The other cop got my wallet and stuff.
We had your name before you were picked up. We got it from Carson City.
What do you give me this stuff for?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Oh, the devil he doesn't.
You don't think you followed me all day without my catching on to it, do you?
Never saw you before.
How about a Dr. Malcolm Wish?
Or Ann Movius?
I'm not talking to you guys.
A couple of men are on their way from Carson City. Maybe you'd rather wait and talk to them.
I don't know anything about anybody in Carson City.
Yes, you do, Ring. It started out to be an unidentified trio that killed that bet maker in Carson City. But it isn't anymore. We've got your name and we've got another one, Alan Movius.
And we've got a link between Ann Movius and the doctor that disappeared the other night.
He was held in an apartment on Van Ness. He took care of one of your buddies who'd been shot.
That's a kidnapping, right?
And now it looks like another murder. You tried to set it up like a suicide, but if he went off that bridge, he was pushed.
I don't know anything about that.
About what?
That, whatever you're talking about.
Get off it, Ring. You're tied up.
They left you, Ring, didn't they? They had to get out of that apartment. And while they had you off tailing me around town, they left.
And they left 100 leads pointing right at you. That's why you're here. They even left the newspaper with the story of that Carson City killing.
They really ratted out on you.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure did, didn't they?
All right, where'd they go?
I don't know. If I did, don't think I wouldn't tell you.
They pulled out before you saw me go into my hotel about 8:30.
Yeah, I guess it was it.
Who's the one that was wounded?
Movius. We couldn't just leave him in Nevada. We should have. Kept yelling about a sister in Frisco who was friends with a doctor, so we drove him all the way here.
How bad is Movius?
Pretty bad. Slug is inside him someplace.
How far do you think they could drive on him?
I didn't think he could be moved out of that apartment without killing him.
Where does the sister stand in all this?
No place. She was stuck. Seeing her brother like that, she couldn't think of anything but him. She lied to the doc. She told him she got hurt to get him over. And Gould and me woke up.
Gould? He the third man?
Yeah. He's the one who did the gun work in Carson City. We knew we couldn't let the doc go unless Movius died or else got better so we could get out of here. We was trapped more than the doc was. That's why I had a plan on his house and picked you up.
I think you're talking straight with us, Ring. I hope you are.
I haven't got much reason not to, have I?
Well, there must have been some talk about where you'd go if you had to leave.
We never did get to that. I knew where they were, brother, I tell you. And you can believe that. I'm not aching to take all this by myself.
was able and willing to supply some more pertinent information, such as a description of the other man, Gould, and the make, model, and license number of the car they were driving. Even with that, it looked like the case would stretch over into the next day. But at 11:30, Lieutenant Hughes got a phone call from Petaluma, a small town some 30 miles north of San Francisco.
All that drugstore. Douglas was handed a prescription for a painkiller that he had his doubts about. It was filled out by a Dr. A. Wish. He called the sheriff's office, and they have a man on the customer. Yeah, this is probably it. Sheriff Hill was right behind us.
You get the layout of this place?
I guess all these motels are about the same. Driveway up the middle, rooms on each side.
That puts number 12 on this side, I guess. I wondered if it was the one with the light showing under the curtain.
I put 2 men to watch this side, but I don't think there's a way out except the driveway.
All right, Sheriff. Well, I think we're ready to go in.
Number 12 was in the middle of the row of accommodations on the right. Only 3 of us went to the door, and none of us expected trouble. Certainly none of us expected the kind of trouble we found.
Yes?
Police. Where's Dr. Wish?
Police? I am Dr. Wish.
I'll stay outside, Lieutenant.
All right, sir.
You all right, Dr. Wish?
Yes.
I was sort of surprised when you answered the door.
Where are the others? Ann Mobius, her brother, the man named Gould.
They're here.
Where?
In the bedroom. I'd like to tell you I've killed them all.
Sit down, Dr. Wish.
I'm going to go take a look, Dollar.
Tell me what happened.
I killed them. When we left the city, I knew I would. I'd have to die myself. I told Gould only one thing would save Mobius and wrote the prescription, and I killed him with it. The wounded man with an injection, the others internally in water.
And Mobius, too?
Yeah. And Mobius, too. With her brother. She was with him. She told me she wasn't. She told me she... I didn't believe. I didn't believe.
Dr. Wish.
She told me before she died.
Lieutenant Hughes. We have to get him to a doctor. He's got some of that stuff himself. Expense account item 2, miscellaneous $140.50. Item 3, same as item 1, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total $577.40. Remarks? We got Dr. Wish to a doctor in time to save his life. So your policyholder, although alive, is also a triple murderer. He claims it was justifiable, but at the same time, it was premeditated, so there's a fine line to draw. What I keep remembering is that his daughter, Cecil, said he had reached the dangerous age. And I guess he had. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as...
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Miss Ramey, Legal Department, Britannia Casualty and Life.
Oh, yeah, Miss Ramey. Thanks for calling back. I just wanted to get something straight. If a murderer is executed, does his policy pay off?
Well, that's an unusual question. As far as I know, yes, but we've never faced a situation.
Well, put on your makeup. It's liable to happen any minute.
Edmund O'Brien in another transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Britannia Casualty and Life, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of Stuart Palmer, the man who wrote himself to death. Expense account item 1, $123.42 air and miscellaneous travel expenses from Hartford to Chicago and the Cook County Jail.
Well, you can make up your own mind about him, Dollar. He's like all those writers. If he isn't guilty, he's crazy.
How are you, Lieutenant?
Oh, hi, Markowitz. This is Mr. Dollar.
Hello, how are you? Mr. Dollar?
It's an insurance dick. He wants to talk to Palmer. Call him out, will you?
Sure thing, Lieutenant. Hey, Palmer, your mother's here.
I'll see you on your way out, Dollar.
Yeah,
thanks a lot, Lieutenant.
Here's your boy, Mr. Dollar. You'll have to talk to him through the bridge.
Stuart Palmer?
Yeah.
My name is Dollar. Britannia Casualty and Life sent me out here. I understand you're in some difficulty. If there's anything I can do to help...
You didn't come here to help me. You came to investigate my new policy.
Now, look...
I don't need your help or anybody else's. I paid my first premium. That's all you or the company need be concerned about.
They're concerned about the fact that you're being held on suspicion of murder.
That doesn't affect the policy.
Have you retained counsel?
That's none of your business.
Thanks for the cooperation. Nice to meet friends in a strange city. You can have him, Markowitz.
Thanks.
Well, Dollar, lovable, isn't he?
What have you got on him?
Oh, not much. Some wino was killed in the Clark Street pool room. Palmer was holding one of the cues. We pulled him in with about 14 others.
When are you going to release him?
We're not sure. He's been in before, you know.
Tell me, what's the matter with him?
Who knows? He's a writer. Crime stuff. Hangs around the West Madison district a lot of the time. Calls it research.
Does he still have that Kenwood address?
Wait a sec. Yeah. 5715.
Well, I hope his wife is jollier than he is.
Oh, Mr. Martin, I was... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else.
I am. My name is Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Well, I'm sorry. We have all the insurance we can use.
I said investigator. I want to talk to you about your husband.
Oh, come in. Why do you do this to him? I know why. It's like he says. You're all after him. You don't like him because he's a genius. You don't understand him. You'll never understand
Now,
him.
wait a minute.
You can try all you want to. As Stewart says, when one human being does something better than another human being, that's when they attack him. Well, go ahead.
Look, Mrs. Palmer, I'm on your side. I'm not the police.
Oh.
Now, why don't you sit down? I'll explain the whole thing to you. Come on. That's better. Now, your husband took out a $100,000 life insurance policy last week.
Well, there's certainly nothing wrong with that.
Mrs. Palmer, please. This week, your husband is arrested on suspicion of murder.
There, now, you see? You don't know anything about him, and already you're accusing him of the most awful
I
thing.
am not accusing him of anything, Mrs. Palmer. I'm just trying to help. I talked with your husband a little while ago. He wasn't very cooperative. I'd hoped you would be.
Well, you put him in jail, and then you expect him to be cooperative.
Does he have a lawyer?
Yes, of course, Mr. Martin. That's who I thought you were.
Well, how does Mr. Martin feel about this?
But he's been very nice. Stewart isn't worried. Stewart knows that Mr. Martin can spring him any time he wants to.
I see. What does your husband write? Books?
Well, he used to write for the radio. But as he says, it's a very limited medium. So one morning he went to his agent and tore that contract up right in his face. And that very day he started to write his play. 140 pages.
Uh-huh.
With real people in every scene. He took every one of them from life.
Is the play about crime?
How did you know that?
Well, I met your husband doing a little research in jail.
Well, they put him in jail because they don't understand. As he says, they don't put a doctor to bed in a hospital because he's doing research on a dangerous disease. People don't know good from evil. That's what's wrong. They're afraid of the truth, and that's what Stewart writes. He practically lives with his subjects.
Criminals.
Yes, he studies them. Nobody can write believably about something unless they're familiar with it. That's the sacrifice he makes.
You don't get to see much of him, do you?
Well, his work is infinitely more important than I am. But as soon as his play is produced, we're going away together. Atlantic City or Bermuda. The manuscript has been in New York for 6 months now, so it shouldn't be long before he hears.
What has your husband's income been for the past 6 months?
Well, there hasn't been much. But great art is often born of poverty.
But $100,000 insurance policies aren't. Who's this man, Neil Beasley, your co-beneficiary?
Co-beneficiary? Well, if you're going to sit here and be insulting, perhaps you'd better leave.
Well, perhaps I'd better. You mentioned an agent. What's his name?
George Michaelkoff. He's in the Ingram building.
Crazy. The guy is crazy. You can't do business with a guy like that. Art, he talks. Everything's got to be art. Spends his time with bums, and he calls it art.
Hasn't he done anything for 6 months, Mr. Michael Koff?
Not with me. Well, let's face it. Not with nobody. You know, he could have been a good writer, this boy. But he was too arty, not commercial. Then, boom, he's got to write a play. And where is it? Probably in the bottom drawer of Hallstein's desk. And it's going to stay there. Here's a copy. Take it along and read it.
Thanks. What about this research he does?
Research? Is that what he told you? I had to go down to the county jail and bail him out. Twice. That's what washed me up. Someday they're going to catch him with the goods on him. You know, maybe it started out to be research, but it ain't now.
Well, how did it start?
With a guy named Neil Beasley.
Neil Beasley?
Oh, you heard of him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the boy. He took Palmer under his wing, and that's where he still is. I don't know. Maybe he can't get out. Beasley came up to the office with Palmer once. What a character.
Where does this Beasley hang out, do you know?
Who knows? Nasty neighborhoods.
Expense account, item 2, 80 cents, cab fare to a nasty neighborhood. After a lot of questions and bad bourbon, I came across a character who called himself Roscoe. Roscoe was the walking who's who of the district. When I mentioned the name Beasley, he swallowed his drink, wiped the back of his hand over his mouth, and leaned over the table toward me.
Beasley. Let's see. Beasley.
Come on, here. Here's something to stimulate your memory.
Well, yes, of course. Beasley, Neil Beasley. Been a friend of mine for years. Slipped my mind. Getting old. Beasley was born in Cincinnati of well-to-do parents. They say he attended Harvard, but perhaps it's only a story. You know how stories start.
Skip the history. Where can I find him?
Any number of places. If the racetrack was open, you'd find him there, but the racetrack ain't open. There is his place of residence.
Where is that?
I don't know, but he must live somewhere.
Obviously. What would you suggest?
You familiar with the Atomic Tavern up the street?
Oh, I'm a stranger in town.
Peoria?
No.
You have the face of a Peoria salesman. I don't know, something in the eyes. Yes, well, the Atomic Tavern up the street.
Thanks, Roscoe.
You never did say where you were from.
Hartford, Connecticut. If you're ever in town, look me up. 4 blocks away, squeezed between a delicatessen and a shoe parlor, I came upon the Atomic Tavern. It exploded just as I arrived.
And stay out. That's no name to call a lady. Oh, come right in, sir. Come in. Anybody with a civil tongue is welcome, sir.
Thanks.
Here, boys.
Neil Beasley around?
Eh? Who wants him?
My name is Johnny Dollar. I'm a friend of Stuart Palmer's.
Well, you tell him that. He's at the back table there. All right, boys, come on. What do you have?
Don't bother me, that's all. And it didn't bother me anymore.
Your name, Beasley?
Mr. Beasley. Who are you?
Mr. Dollar.
What's your business, Dollar?
Insurance, investigation end. Can I sit down? I'm working for a company that holds a policy on the life of Stuart Palmer.
Insurance racket. I wonder how it started. I suppose somebody back in Rome bet Julius Caesar 10 drachmas he wouldn't live through the 15th of March and won. What do you want with me?
Well, I'm looking for somebody who'll make some sense. Maybe you're it. I understand you're Palmer's beneficiary.
That's right. He's a good boy.
Yeah, but he's not a good risk. The company insures a radio writer. I come out here and learn he's a petty criminal.
What's your problem, Dollar? Why don't you cancel the policy?
Well, I will if I can. Tell me, what got him started?
Well, put yourself in his place. He spends a lot of time around here learning so he can write good stuff. He writes good stuff, so good they won't buy it, so he falls back on his education.
That's logical, but illegal.
Oh, they'll get him. They'll get me, too. It's fate. The bumps on your head, the lines in your hands, the stars, destiny. Who can stop it?
Well, that's quite a philosophy you've got. I was looking toward the front of the building. I hadn't seen him come in, but it was Stuart Palmer. He was standing at the elbow of the bar, obviously looking for his friend. When he spotted me, he started for the door.
Oh, sit down, Dollar.
That's my arm, Beasley.
Sit down and leave him alone. The cops released him. Just leave him alone.
Let go, Beasley.
Hey, Dollar, what's the
furniture. Lay off, will you? Look what you're doing.
By the time I got outside, he was half a block away, heading west. I knocked over several West Madison Street characters, and then it suddenly occurred to me that the only reason I was chasing him was because he was running away from me.
Saucer crashes in Toronto.
I was 50 feet behind him when he rounded a Walgreens drugstore on the corner.
Read all about it.
For a second, I lost him. Then I saw him. He wasn't running. He was turned toward me. Palmer! Don't! The crowd! I bent over the newsboy just long enough to see that he was dead. And I started after Palmer again. There was no mistake about it. He wanted that policy, and he'd kill to keep it.
Now, with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we return to the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
I lost Palmer in the next block. If daylight had held for a little longer, maybe I could have stopped the whole thing. I looked at my watch. It was 6:05. The Hartford office was closed. I headed back for a phone in the Walgreens drugstore. I got to the corner just as the police in the person of Lieutenant Carrigan pulled up.
All right, you people. Clear away. Clear away.
Dollar! What the devil are you doing here? Look at that kid, Carrigan, lying there. If you hadn't let that maniac out, the boy would still be hawking his papers.
Hey, wait a minute. Back off. What are you talking about?
Who do you think did it? Palmer.
Palmer? Are you sure?
Yeah, he was shooting at me. What'd you let him out for?
Oh, look, Dollar, there are laws. I told you earlier we didn't have much on him. He was clear.
Well, he's sure not clear on this one. Huh. Kid only had 3 papers left.
I think you better tell me what happened, Dollar.
Well, let's move away from here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, folks, why don't you go home? Come on, move, huh?
I don't know what there is about people.
They're just glad it wasn't their kid. Well, here's the tale. I came down here to find a guy named Neil Beasley, a friend of Palmer's. Palmer showed up in the joint. When he saw me, he made a dash up the street. I took out after him, and when I got to the corner, he opened up. The kid was standing next to me. After the gunfire, I went after Palmer again. Believe me, I wish I'd caught him.
Yeah. Sergeant?
Oh, yes, Lieutenant.
Put out a general on Stuart Palmer. All the dope's in my office.
Yes.
Why would he want to kill you?
That's a $100,000 question, Lieutenant. I'll be in the drugstore. Gotta make a phone call.
Hello?
Mr. Sandal?
Yes?
Sorry to bother you at home. I'm on the Palmer case out of your Hartford office.
Oh, yes. Mr. Dollar, isn't it?
That's right.
How are you making out?
Well, things couldn't be worse. Your only move is to cancel the policy, sir. How soon can you do that? On good grounds.
Well, I couldn't get word from the East until tomorrow afternoon at the earliest.
Well, if you can't do it tonight, just forget the whole thing.
Well, I don't understand.
Well, the police have put out a general alarm for the policyholder, dead or alive. And the odds are on the bad side.
All right, Dollar. I'll do what I can. I'll get on the phone to Hartford as soon as I hang up.
Good. I won't keep you waiting. Bye. Expense account item 4, $1.80 cab fare back to Mrs. Palmer's apartment. On the way, I suppose I should have been worried about the $100,000 worth of policy, but that didn't seem to bother me. There was the newsboy who never knew what hit him, and there was Palmer's wife. I was going to have to tell her about it. But I knew even before I got to the apartment that she'd never believe me.
I don't believe you.
Of course you don't. And you don't want to. You don't want to believe anything bad about him. You want to just go on complimenting yourself on being married to the greatest man on earth. But you're way wrong. Where is he?
I don't know. And you can't make me believe you. Why would he kill anybody?
Well, my guess is that he's doing it for you.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. He wouldn't do anything wrong, even for me.
He took out an insurance policy that he couldn't afford. Why do you think he did that?
I don't know. I never understood about business.
Well, he sure got you. Some people have collie dogs, and he's got you. He comes home, pats you on the head, so you'll look up at him and tell him how wonderful he is. You know why? Because nobody else will.
You just don't understand. You just don't understand at all.
How long has it been since he treated you like a woman? Bought you things like candy, flowers. When was the last time he spent an evening with you?
Why are you saying these things?
Well, I'm trying to tell you that he failed, both as a writer and as a husband. Don't you see? He's trying to make it up to you. He wants the police to kill him so you'll collect the insurance.
That's a lie.
Where is he, Marion?
Oh. Hello? Yes? No, he's here now. Why do you say that? No. Stuart, where are you? He hung up.
Well, look who's here. I wish Palmer was as easy to find as you are.
You won't find him here.
Does she know where he is?
No, he just phoned her. Wouldn't tell her.
Well, looks like a long night.
Yeah. For her, too. Mind if I ride back to the Madison district with you?
That's quite a theory, Dollar. What happens to a guy to get him in a mess like this?
I don't know. Burned too many bridges, I guess. Made a stand with his agent. Told everybody he'd show him he was right. Now he can't do it.
Oh, people. I don't know. Maybe I've been in homicide too long. I used to think a lot about things like this. You know, wonder about what started these characters, what got them to the place where I'd have to go after them. No more. Their problems aren't mine. All I worry about now is how to get them without getting anybody else hurt.
You've got a nice, simple job, Lieutenant Carrigan.
Yeah. I was thinking of that. You want him alive?
The insurance company does.
I hope it works out for you. I can't take any chances. We always try to save him for a trial. But if you're right about this one, he'll come out with a gun. Those are the kind we have to stop.
You know, this could turn into a very unpleasant situation. The lieutenant was kind enough to drop me at the Atomic Tavern. The place was empty. The sirens had frightened most of the clientele out of the precinct. All except one. He sat in the same position, at the same table, with what looked like the same glass of beer. Hello, Beasley.
Mr. Beasley. I was expecting you. Sit down.
Thanks.
How's the insurance business?
Well, sometimes we sell too much. You know where Palmer is?
Surely, always know where Palmer is. He tells me things he wouldn't tell anyone else.
You may not care, Mr. Beasley, but you just made yourself an accessory to insurance fraud.
Not unless I tell the police where he is. And then your company is out the $100,000.
And you're in 10.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't want that money. I don't want a penny of that money. Looked good at first. He wanted to give his wife a break, offered me $10,000 to help him out.
How did you help him out?
Well, take right now, for instance. I could have tipped the cops twice a minute since it happened. In fact, I was supposed to. Cops would have killed him. Wife and I would have collected our money. But I can't do it.
Isn't it a little late for Boy Scouting?
No. No, not if you could talk him out of it.
Where is he?
No cops.
No cops.
Just as soon as I finish my beer.
We walked down Halstead with the red streetcars rumbling by and the fruit trucks and the chicken wagons. I didn't notice the name of the street we turned west on, but a block and a half later, we stopped, 2 doors away from a basement barber shop.
Well, that's where he is. You're crazy to go in there.
Are you staying out here?
No, I'm going in. But I'm crazy, too.
Really?
That's why you should never listen to a guy like me. Palmer's got nothing to lose. How much do they pay you for getting killed?
Come on, if you're going, let's go.
Okay. Palmer, it's Beasley. Let me in.
Good work, Neil. Bring him in quick.
You've got a good line, Beasley.
Mr. Beasley. So good, I believe it myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, Palmer, it's a bad deal all the way around. What do you want to do, make history? You won't go down in any books.
What's got into you? You helped me lay out the whole thing.
Oh, yes, it looked good, but it won't work.
He's right, Palmer. It won't work. I put through a cancellation request on your policy.
But it hasn't gone through yet. If it had, you wouldn't have come in here.
It's no good, Palmer. Even if it doesn't come through, they'll fight it in court after you're dead. We've got too much against you.
How far will they get without your testimony? You aren't going to be around to give it.
Well, that's no good either. If you kill me, that'll clinch it. Oh, come on. Use your head, Palmer. You've got a chance. The newsboy is only a second-degree rap. There was no premeditation.
You're trying awful hard to save that company of yours $100,000.
Listen, there isn't a commission big enough to make me come here.
All right, then why did you come?
I don't know. Maybe because way back in my mind I thought to myself, I can get to this guy. Maybe it was your wife that made me come. I just saw her, Palmer. You know, you aren't doing her any favors by getting yourself killed. She loves you too much. You can't buy a thing like that off with $100,000.
They're coming. I didn't tip them. They must have followed us down.
It doesn't make any difference how they get here. Just so they come. Oh, watch it, Dollar. Stay away from me. Nobody's going to stop me now. This is what they all wanted. Like the big literary agent with the big promises. Great play, he tells me. Yes, and the old friends. They'll cut the story out of the papers and they'll save it in the desk drawer. Poor Stu, they'll say. He could have been a good boy. Well, all right, they can save it. It's gonna pay off. That's what counts.
It won't pay off, and you know it. The only guy that wants it this way is you, because you haven't got the guts to go on.
Palmer, we know you're in there. We'll give you 30 seconds, Palmer.
I'll be right out.
Palmer, it's waste, Palmer. It's for nothing.
It's no use, Dollar. He's going to do it. Better lie down on the floor.
Stuart, are you in there?
Marion, get away from here.
I want to talk to you, Stuart. Open the door.
Oh. Come on in here. Marion, what are you doing here?
I'm with the lieutenant. Don't do it, Stuart. I don't want money that way.
Wait a minute. Did they make you come in here?
No, I wanted to come. Don't do it, Stuart. Please.
Goodbye, Marion.
Stuart, don't go. Stuart, come back.
Let go of me.
Stuart!
Get down on the floor.
No!
Come on,
No!
get down. There's nothing you can do.
Stop, Palmer! Stop!
As you know, Palmer's policy was not canceled before he died. But I'm sure that with a staff of legal geniuses employed by the Britannia Company, you'll come out all right. A soft judge gave Beasley 60 days for attempted insurance fraud, and that was it. Expense account item 6, same as item 1, transportation Chicago to Hartford. Expense account total, $635.24. Oh, almost forgot. Item 7, 35 cents tip to Western Union boy. Telegram from Marion Palmer. Contents? Thought you'd like to know. Stewart's play accepted for production on Broadway. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
This is Mrs. Ernest Caldwell, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Caldwell. I'm the investigator your insurance company has hired to look for your son.
Yes, I understood that from the message you left. Howard is dead, Mr. Dollar.
When did you learn this?
I don't have to learn. It's one of those things a mother feels. My son was a part of me. And when he died, I felt it.
Oh, I see. Well, an insurance company is bound to operate from a basis of fact, not intuition. If you're going to be in this afternoon, I'd like to drop by and talk to you about him.
Edmund O'Brien in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Britannia Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of my expenditures during investigation of the Howard Caldwell matter. Expense account item 1, $6.50 transportation round trip between my Hartford apartment and the Caldwell country estate. From every angle, inside and out, the place looked more like a museum than a dwelling. And Mrs. Caldwell struck me as the mother of all the answers as to why boys leave home.
I don't know why Howard left. I simply can't understand it. No mother could have been more devoted than I. Except at school, I never left him alone for a moment. I made him share everything with me. I protected him and I advised him. And yet...
Yeah. Well, now let's get these facts in order. Name, Howard. Age 23. Left here for San Francisco, California about a year ago. What was he doing in San Francisco?
Oh, he was studying to be an artist. In a rather deceitful way. He knew I didn't approve. He told me he wanted to go to the coast to see a football game. Then he wired me that it had been delayed. And the next thing I knew, this letter arrived, saying that he'd met some people out there, that he didn't need any money, and that he'd enrolled in this art school. I didn't believe it. I knew he was in trouble then.
What's the name of the school?
The Orlando School of Art. I wrote and begged him to come back, and he answered that he thought it would be better if he didn't, as if he were being threatened.
Why would anybody threaten him?
Well, I don't know. He told me very little of what he was doing. That's why I knew he was in trouble. Because we always shared everything. He'd never kept secrets from me.
I think you're exaggerating this thing, Mrs. Caldwell.
I tell you I'm not.
You haven't told me any one thing that I can...
What should I think when he writes that I'll never see him again? When he tells me not to go to the police because it won't do any good? That he's gone to another life? Here's a letter. Read it for yourself.
The letter did say that. The date on it was a week old, and it went on to make other vague references to danger and death. But a statement that the mother had ignored came to my mind closest to the truth. Howard Caldwell had written, "If I had been mentally equipped for life as other people are, this wouldn't have happened, and I could have lived."
Britannia Life Insurance Company, Mr. Nathan's office.
This is Johnny Dollar. Is he in?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dollar. Just a second.
Well, Dollar, that was a quick trip. What do you think of Mrs. Caldwell?
Well, that's neither here nor there. How'd she happen to come to you?
Her lawyer advised her to. We carry a big policy on the son. The lawyer told her that putting the problem in our lap is the best way to do it. And there was something about a letter advising her not to go to the police.
Yeah, I read it.
Well, we ordinarily don't do this sort of thing, as you know, but it's a matter of $200,000. Did it sound like suicide to you?
Well, it sounded vague. He's been writing his mother a lot of double talk that she's been interpreting in her own motherly way.
Uh-huh.
He was supposed to come home this summer and didn't. I don't know what to make of it. If you want to find out anything, you won't get it from her.
Could you go out to San Francisco?
Oh, sure, but let's not share this with Mrs. C. She'd probably beat me out there. Expense account item 2, $200 airfare and incidental costs, Hartford to San Francisco. Expense account item 3, $170 cab fare from my hotel, the Bellevue, to the last known address of Howard Caldwell, a brownstone in a row of brownstones on Taylor, a street that climbs one of San Francisco's 7 hills. The apartment house manager was in and would oblige.
He hasn't been here for a week and a half. I've been taking his mail up to his apartment, but his box gets so full they can't get any more in.
The apartment is still in his name?
He paid up 3 months in advance.
You mind if I look it over?
Well, I suppose it's all right if you're trying to help it. It's up here.
Mr. Caldwell say anything to you about leaving?
Well, no, he didn't. I hope there isn't any trouble. But you'd think he'd come for some of his clothes if there wasn't, wouldn't you?
They're still here?
I couldn't help noticing after he'd been gone so long, without a word.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, this is it. 22. After you.
Thanks.
There's all this mail on the table. I hope everything's all right. He's a nice, likable young man.
Know any of his friends?
Well, no, I don't. I expect he had some, though. He was out at night lots. He never came home drunk or anything, no.
Well, if you don't mind, I think I'll run through the place. I won't be long.
Well, I suppose it's all right as long as I'm here.
After I'd finished, I knew very little about Howard Caldwell that I hadn't already known. The letters on the table were, as to be expected, all from his mother. A drawer in a bedside table gave me something too odd to be ignored. 25 or 30 match folders, all from bars or restaurants, all empty of matches, and each marked in pencil with a date. The earliest, May 4th, 1950. The most recent, September 12th. A closet gave me a portfolio of sketches from various perspectives, and they looked like a brunette. Nothing else in the place seemed to point in any direction, so I copied the addresses on the match folders and helped myself to 3 of the most descriptive sketches. Expense account item 4, $1.30 cab fare to the Orlando School of Art.
How do you do? I'm Beatrice Orlando. Did you wish to see me?
Yes, I'm a private investigator from Hartford, Connecticut. I'm here trying to locate a student of yours.
Howard Caldwell.
That's right. You're fast.
Not at all. I take a personal interest in my students. It was so strange the way he just stopped coming to class. He was doing so nicely and seemed to enjoy his work. Is he in trouble?
I don't know. I wonder if you could tell me which of his classmates were personal friends of his.
Well, I don't think any of them were.
Here. Look at these.
Oh. Yes, that's Howard's work. Excellent, don't you think? And that model, she must be a gorgeous girl.
Isn't she one of your models?
I only wish she were. Remarkable, the lines and planes.
Yeah. Do you think she's real?
Drawn from life, of course. No wonder he didn't bother to make friends here.
Expense account item 5, $45, see enclosed bar tabs. That night I started making the rounds of the addresses I'd copied from Howard Caldwell's collection of dated match folders. They led me from San Francisco's North Beach section to another area called the Mission, across the bay to the city of Oakland, and back to San Francisco. The only pattern I could set up was that none of the joints were worth remembering. They were neighborhood bars, as a rule, and the routine in each was about the same, except at the one called the stop sign.
Is the drink all right, mister?
Yeah, it's fine. Say, I wonder if you could help me.
How?
I'm looking for an old friend of mine. I understand he used to come into this bar. Here. Here's a photograph of him. Name's Howard.
No. No, I don't remember him. I got a mind for faces, too.
And then look at this. It's only a sketch. Have you ever seen a girl who looks like this?
This is a gag.
No, it isn't. Makes you think it would be.
You mean this is a drawing of a real dame?
That's right.
And for 10 or 20 bucks extra, I can have the genuine photograph to hang up behind my... Get out of here.
Wait a minute. Has somebody tried to sell you a deal like that?
You're the first, and I can tell you won't go over in this town.
I'm not trying to sell you anything.
Well, then go someplace else and don't try. I never saw the guy or the dame, and I don't expect to. Good night.
Hey, let me see a picture, will you?
Sorry, Mac, it's private.
Wait a minute. Maybe I know who she is.
Why should you?
Because I know everybody that comes to this bar. If her boyfriend's name is Howard, I bet I know him.
That's what I said it was.
Did you say it was Caldwell?
Where can we talk?
Come on, outside.
You know where Caldwell is?
Yes, sucker, I know where he is. Keep it quiet.
Hey.
We'll both keep it quiet, huh? I'll take this out of your ribs if you play ball.
That's a deal.
Up to the corner, then, and across the street. Now across that parking lot. The yellow club coupe. Don't bother memorizing the license number. It's phony. Here he is.
How are you? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Get in the back. We could drive out toward the beach, JB. What do you think?
That's better than here. I'll swing over the book and take that out.
How'd you get the addresses of these bars?
How did you find out about me?
We've been waiting for somebody to show up. Been watching his apartment. We saw you go in and then tailed you to that school.
Is Caldwell alive?
Yeah, but he won't stay that way if people start prying.
Why not?
Who hired you?
I'm a private investigator. I'm not supposed to tell people things like that.
We aren't getting any place, are we? Now, look, from where you sit, how is it going to hurt you to tell us? You're working for the old lady?
His insurance company. They carry a policy on it.
Well, lay off, JB. It's not funny.
The devil it is. Stupid jerk.
Watch it, JB, will you? I've only got one thing to say, Dollar. Stop looking for them. Leave things the way they are. I'm giving you the best advice anybody could. Drop it. Go on home.
Can't do it. I'm stuck. You ought to understand that. It's my business. If I give up on one job, I'll never get another.
Yeah, I guess you got a point at that. Drive him back to his hotel, JB. It's Bellevue, isn't it?
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, what is it?
It's 5:30. The early edition seeing the streets.
What? Who is this?
You'll remember when you wake up. Go buy an Examiner. Page 1. Headlines.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Send me some coffee, will you? And the early Examiner.
Yes, sir. I think the coffee shop is just opening.
A couple of cigarettes later, room service arrived. The headline read, Syndicate head found slain in auto trunk. Benjamin Miller, Western gang chief, shot to death. I didn't see how there could be any connection between a dead mobster and the Howard Caldwell matter. But that only proves how wrong an investigator can be. The story under the headlines went on to explain that Benjamin Miller's body had been found in an abandoned car after a phone tip at 11:15 the preceding night. The chief had been shot to death approximately a week before. It was feared that an underworld war would be touched off by the killing, since Eastern operators allegedly had threatened to force Miller out of business on the West Coast. The police had decided to play a waiting game. No lead in all that. But on page 4, there was a picture. Ben Miller in happier days. At his side stood a brunette that matched the one in Caldwell's sketches point for point. Nora Rush, with an address on Ardmore Street in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
Does this hotel have a travel agency?
It's only 6, sir, and they haven't opened, but maybe I could help.
Well, I want to leave for Los Angeles as quickly as I can. What plane is there?
Oh, I can tell you that. Just a moment, please. Sir,
Yeah.
United Airlines have a flight leaving in 45 minutes.
Can I make it?
It'll be close, sir. I could phone for you and get space if possible.
Oh, I'll thank you later, Angel. Just one more thing. If I get any calls, you don't know where I am, huh?
Yes, sir.
Expense account item 7, $5 cab fare and $5 tip for a taxi driver who got me to the airport in 20 minutes. Item 8, $20, United Airlines to Los Angeles. And item 9, same as 7, taxi trip to Nora Rush's Ardmore Street address. I arrived there at 9:15. She was still in a robe when she answered the door, but the trace of makeup, which was all she needed for her face, and the soft hairdo, made me wonder if she was expecting me.
There's certainly no reason to be anything but truthful. Yes, I've been expecting you. Won't you come in, Mr. Dollar?
Thanks.
Come in here.
You have good friends in San Francisco.
Yes, I have. Very good friend. Just put your coat any place and sit down.
Thank you. Well, then I take it they've told you why I'm on the West Coast.
Yes. You've come to look for Howard Caldwell. There's coffee. Would you like some?
No, thanks. I've had plenty. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. No, I don't know where it is. I don't know.
Oh, come on now. Stop that.
Why did you go? Why did you go?
That was the end of the test run. I rattled around the rest of the place for almost an hour while I waited for her to come out of the bedroom. I didn't feel like snooping, but I couldn't help seeing a framed photograph that had been hastily hidden under a mat on the piano. It was young Caldwell, but not the subdued, dead-faced kid in the picture I'd gotten at his Connecticut estate. Instead, a guy with some enthusiasm in his friendly eyes. I was in the kitchen drinking the coffee when she came out.
What are you doing?
Waiting for you?
Why don't you leave?
Well, if I did, somebody else just like me would show up. Maybe he'd make you unhappier than I do. That kind of a racket.
I sympathize with you.
You should. You put me on the defensive.
I hadn't noticed. How did I do that?
You started by posing for some sketches. You're stronger in person.
You saw them?
Yeah. They're in the hotel room in San Francisco. Or at least, that's where I left them.
Who else saw them?
A few bartenders and his art teacher.
Oh, that little fool. Told me he destroyed them. Did you say bartenders?
Yeah. He had a match folder collection all dated from a series of nondescript hideaway type bars.
Oh, how could he have been so stupid?
Could he have been in love?
Well, he didn't act you out of his mind. He lied to me. He told me there was nothing to link us together.
What's the difference if there is?
Because Howard killed Ben Miller. And nobody will believe it now.
Why won't they believe it?
It was my gun.
Registered?
Yes.
Where is it?
Howard has it hidden. I loved him and all that. But the true story has... Oh, you've got to believe me.
You haven't told me.
I will, Mr. Dollar. I have to sit down.
All right, come on, over here. How did you meet Caldwell?
I was going with Ben Miller. Not because I thought anything about him, but he was so powerful out here, and I just come from Chicago.
Caldwell?
Well, it was one of those parties. Some of the models from the Orlando school invited us to fill out. It was Howard's school, and one of the girls had talked him into coming. That's when we met. There was something about him. I don't know.
This was in May, I take it.
I think so. Spring, anyway. He was supposed to go home for the summer and didn't. I'd meet him in these bars, and he'd come to my place when Ben was out of town. He wanted to sketch me, so... Oh, but that's not important. Ben saw me meet him and followed us to my apartment.
This was at your place? You had an apartment in San Francisco?
Yes. Ben hit me, and Howard went for the gun and killed him.
He knew where you kept the gun?
Yes.
Why? How did he know?
In case he ever needed it.
Miller's body was found stuffed into the trunk of a car.
You don't believe me, do you?
Well, there are little things like how did he manage to get the body into the trunk of that car, and how did he manage to steal the car?
I'll tell you. He had help. Everybody knew that combination from the East was moving in on Ben and would kill him if they had to. So they've been trying to help Howard. And it was all right till you came out here.
Oh, that's a pretty good setup. Ben Miller would be checked off as a gang killing, the kind they so seldom get around to solving. When it cooled off, you could take up where you dropped him.
I didn't kill him.
A plural you. You're all in it. But I can't quite figure it.
What?
Why those two friends of yours who picked me up last night would go to bat for a worthless Eastern aristocrat.
They want to help him.
Why?
Well, because he's my friend. Why should anybody take a rap for killing a man like Ben Miller? You don't want him to die for it, do you?
Do you?
Of course not. We're trying to help him. What are you going to do?
Well, the Frisco police are combing the city for leads on the scene of the murder weapon, and a definite link between dead man and killer. I seem to be sitting on all three.
You aren't going to the police.
That depends on how fast you tell me where Caldwell is. I want to hear his version of the story.
I don't know where he is. I told you that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Wait now, please. Wait just a minute. Please. For just a minute, please.
Oh, will you stop it?
Just listen to me. I know what you think of me, and I know you don't believe me. But I wish you would, just for a little while.
How long?
An hour or so. My brothers are flying down. They'll be here by noon.
Others?
The men you met last night. I wish them before you do anything. It won't be a mistake.
I wish you had hit me over the head with something.
That's a funny thing to say.
Well, what I mean is that kind of trouble makes me mad enough to fight.
Oh, there they are, Johnny. I'll go.
Wait a minute. Sit down. We're back in business again, gorgeous. Sorry. I'll let him in.
All right, go ahead, you stubborn jerk.
Come in. Where's the other one?
Stayed in Frisco. Sorry I couldn't get here faster, honey. Are you all right?
I'm all right, Al.
Did you tell him how it happened?
Yes.
She told me and we made a deal. I wouldn't phone the police until I talked to you. Still stands.
Can I get you anything, Al?
Yeah, a drink would help.
All right.
Look, Dollar. For some reason, my sister fell for this kid. I guess it was the first time in her life that something decent came along for her. He wanted to marry her. Then it fell to pieces when Caldwell lost his head and shot Ben.
What really happened, Al?
Ben made a lot of threats and stirred up all the mud in Nora's life. She tried to stop him, he slugged her, and that was it.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't there, but that's what happened. Leave it alone, Dollar. Ben had the finger on him anyway. Why not let it cool off?
There are a number of reasons. Unfortunately, I'm burdened down with a vague but heavy thing called ethics. Says so on my license. Another thing, if I forget it, it makes me an accessory to the killing. But most important at the moment is the fact that I'm not sure that Caldwell is guilty.
Keep coming, Dollar.
It would make more sense if you were protecting your sister instead of that punk. Would you agree?
It's not true.
Stay out of it, honey.
Isn't that why all of you have been working so hard to keep me away from Caldwell? Because you don't want me to hear his pitch?
Okay, I'll take you to him. He's here in Los Angeles.
Al.
For the drinks. I'm giving ground, Dollar. What do I get from you?
You've already gotten it. I didn't call the police.
Somebody is going to blow your head off one of these times, Dollar. There's a car in the garage, honey. This is it. Upstairs.
Quite a come down for a scion type.
That's a good spot for him. You could live in this part of town for 100 years, and nobody would know who you were or what you were unless you wanted them to. Up front here. Howard. Howard. It's Al, Howard. Howard.
What about it, Al? What's this?
We told him not to leave.
No clothes. This is an empty room, Al.
This is where he was. You can check downstairs. He used the name Harris.
Save it, Al.
There's only one place he'll go, to Nora's.
I'll try the rest of this without you. You've got nothing but a mouthful of lies. I don't want any more of them. Come on, get out of my way. Caldwell here?
Yes, he's been here all morning. He was there right after you did and hid outside. He's like a crazy.
Where is he?
In the bedroom.
You stay here. My first sight of the all-important Howard Caldwell was not a pleasant one. He was face down on the bed, his head buried in a pillow, and his body shaking with sobs. It took 30 minutes of treatment, some of it not too gentle, to get him into a chair in a reasonably sane state.
I'm glad you came. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad to talk to somebody who isn't stupid.
I want you to calm down, Howard, and tell me what happened.
What happened? You know her, and I do, too. She didn't want to marry me. She wanted to marry my respectable name. Money.
Who killed Ben Miller?
I did. I killed him because I didn't know what else to do. Because I'd lived with these people, these low-class people, and I began to think like them. Because I've never thought for myself all my life. I've never done anything before. Anything. I killed Ben Miller, and it's the only thing I've ever done all by myself.
Why did you risk all this to protect him?
I don't know. Because there was something that drew us together. He was lost, and so was I. And I figured it was my fault. I'd drawn him into my life. He hadn't drawn me into his. I thought I owed it to him.
But he's a snob, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid so.
He called me a tramp. But I guess when you take a guy like him, who wants to get away from his kind of life, and a dame like me who wants to get away from her kind, and neither one can figure it out. What can you expect but trouble?
I guess she summed it up as well as anybody could. I turned him in for murder, and those who try to help him as accessories. It's for the legal brains to decide whether the policyholder will live or the executed. Expense account item 10, $200, miscellaneous. Item 11 is item 2, transportation back to Hartford. Account total $1,050. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
This is Mitchell Kendall, Mr. Dollar. You called my office?
Oh, yes, Mr. Kendall. I'm an insurance investigator from Hartford, Connecticut. I was sent out here to look into the Jarvis Wilder killing by the company that holds the policy on his life.
Oh, yes. But haven't you called the wrong lawyer, Mr. Dollar? I'm defending Mrs. Wilder, not prosecuting her.
I understand that. I'm not a prosecution witness, not yet anyway.
I'm glad to hear that. Insurance money had nothing to do with the situation, Mr. Dollar. She killed him in self-defense.
Edmund O'Brien in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office Britannia Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Jarvis Wilder matter. Expense account item 1, $150.50, airfare and incidentals between Hartford and Farmington, New Mexico. It was shortly after noon when I reached the drowsing western town. I checked into a hotel and read in the local paper that the county grand jury at any moment was expected to indict the widow, Mrs. Alma Wilder, for the murder of her husband. I contacted her lawyer by phone and a few minutes later walked into his office.
Well, Mr. Dollar, you've had quite a trip.
How are you, Mr. Kendall? Yeah, it's a lot of miles from Hartford. Not too many hours these days.
Sit down.
Thank you. Well, I read the papers. The indictment comes any minute, huh?
Yes, it didn't take long. From arrest to conviction with as little cost to the taxpayer as possible. That's the way they like it. Not that there's anything wrong with the way things have been handled, you understand.
I haven't gotten too many details.
Alma, Mrs. Wilder, confessed when she was arrested, confessed again at the inquest. That was only yesterday, also only a formality.
Why the indictment, then? Why doesn't she plead guilty and get it over with?
Because I won't let her. I want a trial, because I'm going to get a not guilty verdict for her, on the grounds of self-defense and temporary insanity.
Those grounds have sprung a lot of widows, I guess.
Do you object to that?
No, not at all. I hoped you'd tell me she's innocent. A lot of money tied up in the policies for Jarvis's brother and his estate. None is due her.
I wish I could help you on that. Were you planning on going out to the ranch?
Yeah, I thought I might. Why?
I wanted to warn you about what kind of people they are.
What kind are they?
They've been the most hated people in this part of the state for 2 generations. Russell is a twin brother, you know, and he has not only the appearance of Jarvis, but every single bad quality: selfishness, cruelty, conceit.
Russell has a wife, too, hasn't he?
Yes, Rosemary. And if she shoots him, I won't be surprised. But I'd advise you to be careful if you're going out there. Don't push too hard. They like to run people off their property.
I'll watch it, thanks.
Yeah. Just what do you expect to accomplish, Mr. Dollar?
I've got to make a report, that's all. Murder, it's routine. If you still have any idea I'm working with the prosecution to set up a motive for your client and turn it into a first-degree charge, forget it. I'm not.
Well, they've been awfully quiet, and I've been practicing law long enough to develop a suspicious mind. It was nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot for the help, Mr. Kendall. I'll probably see you again before I leave. The Wilder Ranch was about 15 miles out of town. By report, some 5,000 acres and cattle range. I wheeled a rented car up a road that led to a large house resting on a knoll among a few pine trees. There were some outbuildings, and finally a grizzled character who got up from a bench to stop me as I neared the house.
You got business here?
That's right.
Well, you'll have to wait. Ain't nobody at home. What kind of business?
Nothing to do with ranching. My name is Dollar. I am here from the east to get a report on the shooting of Jarvis Wilder.
What's that?
I said I'm from the east.
What's your interest in the trouble?
And I've been hired by an insurance company to get a report on it.
Where'd you say you was from?
The east, Hartford, Connecticut.
My folks come from thereabouts. Come west in the 80s. You heard of the Shrams back there?
No, I don't think so.
My daddy had 6 brothers, so some of their kin is still around. Hazardville's where we sprung from. You heard of that?
Yeah, it's in the northern part of the state, isn't it?
On the Scandic River. It's marked on the map.
Yeah, I know the place. Mr. Schramm, I take it you work here on the ranch?
For more than 40 years. Worked for the old man before Jarvis and Russell was born.
Where were you the other night when Jarvis was shot?
I got a cabin to myself. That's it over there. That's where I was.
Could you tell me what happened as far as you're concerned?
As far as I'm concerned, sit down.
Sure.
I'm an old man. I lived through some right troublesome times. Seen a lot of men get killed. And I always sort of figured I stayed healthy because I never meddled with nobody's business, right or wrong.
I'm not sure I know what you're driving at. Are you advising me to stop meddling?
It ain't my place to advise you, young fella. Besides, I ain't smart enough. You ask me as far as I'm concerned. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what happened.
I still don't get you. Are you telling me that other people don't know what happened?
It ain't my place to tell you anything.
I didn't come here to investigate the murder. All that's been done, and it's in the hands of the authorities. Jarvis's wife confessed.
Well, you can wait here for Russell and his wife. I got chores.
Now, wait a minute. That was it, wasn't it? You thought something had been uncovered and that I'd come to look into it. Isn't that it, Schramm?
It don't concern me.
Yes, it does. Is there a possibility that Alma Wilder did not kill her husband?
She confessed, didn't she?
That's not what I asked.
She said she killed him, and I reckon she knows better than anybody else, don't you? I ain't got time to talk no more. I ain't got chores to do.
All right, Schramm, I can't hold you, but I'll have to go to the police with this.
Now, don't go stirring up a lot of trouble, young fella. Don't stir it up. If you do, I got a feeling you're going to be sorry.
If it's there to be stirred up, I'll have to do it. And I guess it's there, all right. But I can make a deal with you, Schramm.
What deal?
You talk to me and I won't go to the police. As an insurance investigator, I'm in a position to make a deal like that legally.
All right, young fella. You want to grab it by the tail, you can. It ain't much for certain, what I saw. I heard Jarvis yelling at her. That's what woke me up. When I heard the shot, I jumped for the door. It was light enough to see, and they was both laying on the ground.
They'd come out of the house.
Yes. And it come over me when I saw him that she didn't shoot him, because she was laying on her belly with her feet toward him, like as if that's where he'd knocked her.
Well, that wouldn't mean much, would it?
I told you it wasn't much for certain. But when I got to where she was, she didn't have no gun. It was on the ground next to Jarvis.
Where was everybody else?
They come out of the house, Russell and his wife, and I got out of sight. It stayed in my mind that Alma didn't kill him, till she said she did.
Is that all, Schramm? You telling me everything?
That's the whole of it. The way she was laying and where the gun was. I got there fast, and it come to me that she didn't shoot him. What are you figuring on doing?
Not sure. I'll see what I can make out of it. Thanks for telling me. I'm going back to town. You can count on my confidence, but if anything develops, I may have to talk to you again.
You ain't going to stay till Russell and his wife come back?
After talking to you, I think I'd better get to them later.
And if you don't feel like it, you don't even have to tell them I was here.
I won't. It ain't my business that you come, and it ain't their business that I talk to you.
It was little enough to go on, certainly. Back in town, I approached the authorities on the basis of wanting a routine report. The investigation was no more thorough than could be expected. A confession, naturally, would do away with the usual need for examination. There were photographs to record the position of the body, etc., results of ballistic comparison tests to establish the fatal weapon, a .30-30 rifle. That was about all. The autopsy report hadn't as yet been added. I debated on where to go from there and decided against Kendall, the defense lawyer. I got permission to visit the cell of the confessed murderess. Alma Wilder was a slight, well-formed brunette of 24. She looked older than her years, but she would have been quite beautiful under different circumstances.
I don't understand why you've come to see me, Mr. Dollar. I told them all how it happened. Didn't you talk to them?
Yes?
And why have you come to see me?
I read your confession. I guess I was curious about what kind of a woman could make such a calm statement about killing her husband.
It was done and finished. There was no other way to say it.
I'm curious about what kind of woman could be driven to the point where she'd do such a thing.
If you read it, you know. It wasn't the kind of a woman I was. The kind of a woman he made out of me.
In your confession, you said he'd been cruel to you. What kind of cruelty did you mean?
I won't talk about it.
Physical cruelty?
Yes. I won't talk about it. Why do you want me?
I'd hope maybe you would want to talk to somebody that it might help you.
I told all the truth. I'm going to. I won't tell anybody about my life with him. I went through it. And now it's finished. I won't talk about it.
All right.
The time I've been here alone. The time since I killed him, I've been happier than I have for 3 years. It's the kind of a woman I am now. I'm happy now.
I hadn't noticed. But I really wasn't after that part of the truth. You hated your husband, and that's enough. What about the twin brother? Do you hate him?
What do you think does that mean?
Do you?
Yes, I hate him. I hate him the same way I hated Jarvis.
What about the sister-in-law?
I thought much of anything about Rosemary. Except when he brought me to that house, she seemed like some dead person. I should have known then what it was going to be like.
Wasn't there anybody you liked out there, or who liked you?
Why?
Any of the men who worked there?
I never saw them. They weren't allowed in the house, and I wasn't allowed outside alone. Why?
I'm asking these things because I don't know if this confession you made will stick.
What?
Alma, right now only you know whether or not you really killed your husband.
Yes, I did.
If somebody knew you and felt sorry for how unhappy you were, he might have killed him.
There wasn't anybody.
If somebody thought enough of you to do that, you could be thanking him with your confession. It would be a noble gesture, I suppose, but if that is the case, it's going to come out.
It wasn't.
You could save everybody a lot of trouble if you'd tell me about it.
It wasn't that. Nobody would do that to me. I didn't know anybody. I killed him because I hated him, and I was trying to run away, and he was trying to stop me. Don't do any more.
More what?
Any more looking for things.
Why not, Alma?
Because you don't have to. Please. I killed Jarvis. Nobody else did. Nobody had to. Because I killed him. I was trying to run away, and he wouldn't let me. He was going to take me back to that house. I couldn't go back. Please. Please let me stay here alone.
You better sit down, Alma. I won't bother you anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we return you to the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yes, come in. Yeah, well, Mr. Dollar.
Hi, Mr. Kendall. I didn't know whether you'd be in your office or not.
5 o'clock? Oh, yes. I sometimes stay in the office until 8 or so. I'm a single man. No place to do any homework. Sit down.
Thanks.
Well, I see you escaped the Wilder Ranch without loss of life or limb.
Yeah, I made it all right. Nobody was there.
Perhaps you were lucky. Did you talk to Crutchfield?
Who?
Crutchfield, prosecutor.
Oh, I didn't even know who he was. No, I haven't seen him.
Would you like a whiskey?
Yeah, thanks. I think I could stand one.
Good.
Well, I went to see Alma Wilder.
Oh?
What's the matter with her?
Well, just what do you mean? Oh, will you take this neat?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, how could any woman live like a prisoner with a man she hated for 3 years, wasn't it?
3 years.
This is the 20th century. Nobody has to put up with anything like that. Why didn't she leave if it was that tough?
There you are.
Thanks.
I believe she did try to leave one other time, and evidently was discouraged from trying again. At least that's what she told me.
What?
That she was beaten.
It's hard to believe.
I know it. So was the case that broke in the papers last year of the man who'd been locked in a room for 14 years, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Well?
Shall we toast the human race, Mr. Dollar?
Let's not bother. Mr. Kendall, did you ever give a thought to the possibility that Alma Wilder could be innocent?
What?
I mean actually innocent. That somebody else could have killed her husband.
Mr. Dollar, if you've come into any information pertinent to this case, I want to know about it.
Well, it's not quite information yet, but maybe it will be.
What was its source?
I can't tell you that now.
Why not?
Came to me in confidence. I've got to keep it that way. But I faced Alma with it. The way she reacted makes me think that there's something to it.
What'd you say to her?
I asked her if somebody we don't know about got rid of her husband for her.
How'd she answer?
Naturally, she said no. And I don't believe it.
Has anything you've learned pointed to the identity of this person?
No.
Well, until we can be more specific, this is worthless as testimony.
Yeah, I know that.
I'd give anything to produce a witness that would blast Crutchfield's case from here to the state capitol. Yeah, but it's too much to hope for.
From here? Who knows?
But her confession, a signed statement, a matter of record. Obviously, you're going to follow it up.
Oh, sure, I'll have to now.
Would there be any way to keep the whole thing confidential? Without interfering with your work, of course.
I don't know. We'd have to see.
Of course. Well, it's too much to hope for. Won't start impaneling a jury until day after tomorrow at the earliest. If you're making any progress and need more time, let me know. I can delay that.
All right, I will.
You ought to be congratulated, Mr. Dollar. However you came about this possibility.
Case of plain fool luck, as a matter of fact.
No, don't say that. You put us in the back seat. A greenhorn. We Westerners don't like that, you know.
I turned in early, and the next morning I looked up the arresting officer in the Wilder case, the man who had supervised what little work had been done on it. As not only a greenhorn, but a Johnny-come-lately, I expected a lot less cooperation than I got.
Well, I'll be danged. I don't know what to make of that. She's a queer one, all right, but I never thought of nothing like that.
Maybe there isn't a thing to it, but... Well, how did she act that night?
Well, she was kind of numb when I got out there, acted dazed. She didn't talk till the next morning. Russell, that's the brother, says he was an eyewitness. His wife didn't see nothing, and an old-timer that works out there says he didn't either.
I suppose it's pretty late to run a paraffin test on her, isn't it?
Well, we can try. I don't hold much by myself when you're trying to prove somebody didn't fire a gun. When you want to know did they, then they're all right, I guess. We'll test her, though.
And the rifle?
Yeah, I'll send that back through again. Got her prints off of it, but we'll see what else.
I know this is a lot of trouble.
No, we need nothing. We don't get many like this, and to tell you the truth, I sort of enjoy trying to work out these things.
It was about 10:15 when I turned into the Wilder Ranch Road. Passing the outbuildings, I looked for but didn't see the old man Schramm who'd been there the day before.
You got business here, mister?
Yeah. Are you Russell Wilder?
I don't remember asking you to come. I don't do business with anybody I don't know. I think you better get back in your car and drive on out.
I think you'll talk with me, Mr. Wilder.
What about?
The Britannia Life Insurance Company sent me out. A few things to take care of on your brother's policies.
You aren't the salesman we bought from?
No, I came out from Hartford, Connecticut.
Why'd you come all the way from there?
There's quite a bit of money involved. Company wants to be sure everything's in order.
Jarvis and I kept our own books. Everything's in order.
There seem to be a few loose ends to take care of.
Not that I know about.
I understand you saw your brother's wife kill him.
I saw it.
That's what you told the police, but it's not true.
Maybe I didn't hear you.
Sometimes it doesn't do any good to throw your weight around, no matter what kind of reputation you got for being rough. This is one of those times, Wilder. So take it easy.
Then you better get out of here. Get off my land.
You can put me off. It won't do you any good. Murder doesn't brush off that easy. And you're in this one up to your neck.
Say what you got to say.
I said it. You didn't see your brother get killed. You know it, and the police are working now to prove it.
I saw it.
What were you doing outside at 11 at night? Didn't the sound of the shot bring you out?
She killed him.
It's not the open and shut case you thought they had against her. Why did you lie about seeing her shoot him?
Didn't make any difference. I do things the way I think they ought to be done. You got no right to ask me questions.
I don't have to ask you anymore. I've found out all I want.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Let go of me, you big... What do you want?
She killed him. It was the same as if I saw her. They know she killed him.
No, they don't.
She said she did.
Now they want to find out why she said it. She's not the only one in the picture anymore. You're in it, too. You could have done it.
Kill my own brother?
Your reputation says you could have. You're mean, full of hate. Both of you seem to get a lot of satisfaction out of kicking your wives around. If that's what passed for love in your marriages, what can you expect people to think about the association between you and Jarvis?
You don't kill your brother.
Why not? For the insurance money and the ranch?
I'll kill you if you don't stop talking like that.
You know, Wilder, I think you would. I guess that tells me everything I wanted to know. How are you, Alma?
I'm all right.
Just been out to the ranch.
I'll never see it again.
And I finally met your brother-in-law.
Or him again.
How did you happen to marry Jarvis?
Because my friends were all married. I wanted to be. I was dumb enough to believe his promises. He could be different when he wanted to be. A long time ago, anyway.
The rifle you shot him with, was it his?
Yes?
But you knew where he kept it, huh?
Yes, in the bedroom.
He kept it loaded?
Yes.
And you took it when you tried to sneak out of the house?
Yes. I had my mind made up to kill him this time if he tried to stop me.
He was asleep, and you got up.
And got dressed. Shirt, and Levi's, and some shoes.
He didn't wake up while you were dressing? What if he had? Were you near the rifle?
Yes.
Was there a cartridge in the chamber?
I don't know very much about them. I think so.
You ever shot the rifle before?
One like it, a long time ago.
How did you cock the rifle? With the lever or with the hammer?
What?
When you shot him, did you cock the rifle with the hammer or the lever?
I'm not sure now. What difference does it make?
A lot of difference. You'd cock it one way if a cartridge was in the chamber, and the other way if you had to bring one up from the magazine. You know that.
Yes.
Well, which way?
I don't remember, and it doesn't make any difference.
Yes, it does. One way would have left an ejected cartridge on the ground, and the police would have found it.
They didn't ask me these questions.
They didn't have any reason not to believe your confession.
It's true.
Did Russell see you kill your husband?
Yes.
Did he tell the police he saw you?
Yes, he said she killed my brother. I'm a witness. I saw her. He said that.
He was lying, wasn't he?
No, he saw me.
He told me he was lying.
No, he didn't. He saw me. Oh, stop
He
it.
didn't see you. He didn't see you because you didn't kill him.
I did.
Did Russell kill him? Did he? He could have. Come on, tell me the truth, Alma.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Tell me the truth.
Mr. Dollar.
Huh? What is it?
Officer Dandy sent word he wants you to come over.
Can it wait?
He says it's mighty important and you better come.
All right. It wouldn't have to be so rough, you know, Alma. What was it, do you know?
I'm not certain. Something about the rifle they was working on.
I think we did her, Dollar. I think we did her.
I hope so.
There, look, right here. Now, this is the murder weapon. Been bothered a lot, but look at that butt plate.
Dirt, huh?
Yeah, jammed into the ribbing on the plate and into the indentations for the screw heads.
More on the one side.
We got that covered, too. Now, you told me how she was lying with her feet towards the deceased.
Yeah?
Well, that figures in, too. And I called back the coroner about some marks they found in Jarvis's arm. Teeth marks. Here, you see?
Yeah. You've done a lot of work, Dandy.
And next time, I won't wait. Anyhow, we didn't have a Marlin rifle like the murder gun, but it didn't make no difference. We took one of our Winchesters out on some dirt. We sort of guessed at the angle to get more dirt onto one half of the plate than the other, like that Marlin has in it.
That's it, Dandy. You've got it.
Yeah, we jammed the stock on the ground and pulled the trigger. The recoil pushed the butt plate into the ground, and we got dirt in it about the same as the Marlin.
That's good work. Say, could we phone Mitchell Kendall? I promised him he'd be in on this. Officer Dandy and I waited 20 minutes for Kendall outside Alma Wilder's cell, and we went in without him. It took her a while to realize how much we knew now about what had happened.
Why do you want to keep on saying that, Miss Wilder? It ain't true. It can't be.
You didn't know anything about that rifle. You didn't have it when you left the house. Jarvis had it when he came out after you, didn't he?
I'm scared. I don't know what happened.
We can tell you. He tried to stop you outside with a rifle. It was cocked.
I don't know.
We do, Alma. He tried to stop you and you bit him. He threw you with one arm and the rifle fell from the other. It went off when it hit the ground.
Everything fits in. You were lying in such a way you couldn't have shot him and got there.
Nothing you can say now will change it. We know what happened. It's true, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it's true.
Why didn't you tell us?
You made a false confession and stuck with it. What made you do that? What were you afraid of? Were you afraid of Russell?
I was afraid I'd have to go back to that house.
I mean, it's better to go to prison?
Yes, I wouldn't have died for it, would I? But I will now.
Why should you, Alma? What do you mean?
He said I would. Russell said I would. He said, you killed my brother. I'm a witness. I am a witness before the law. And if they don't kill you, I swear, no matter where you go, I will. And they will. That's the kind of men they are. When they say it, they can do anything. Oh, please. Please, you've got to let me stay here. Alone.
Expense account item 2, miscellaneous, $185. Item 3, same as item 1, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $540. Remarks? No pleasant ones. The girl who'd reached the point where prison seemed better than what we call freedom is giving up both for a hospital where they hope she'll improve. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as
Johnny Dollar.
Lieutenant Anderson, Dollar. You can come down anytime you want to. I'm still at the hospital.
Thanks, Lieutenant. How's the driver?
He's not going to live either. The doctors doubt they can bring him around for a statement.
Oh? What about the loss? Has the amount been figured out yet?
Pretty close, almost $250,000.
I don't suppose there's a chance, but was any of it marked or listed by serial number?
Very little of it. You'd better come down. If the driver does regain consciousness, we may get something. If he doesn't, we'll be starting pretty much in the dark.
I guess both of us have done that before. All right, Lieutenant Anderson. I'll be right down.
Edmund O'Brien in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the month-end raid matter. Expense account item 1, $108.25 airfare and incidentals between Hartford and Kansas City, Missouri, where I arrived some 7 hours after the company had advised me of the loss sustained by armed robbery by the Andover chain of department stores. The first details I received were sketchy. At the finish of a 4-day month-end sale, the armored truck that had picked up the receipts from 3 branch stores had been robbed. 1 guard had been killed at the scene. The driver, Carl Biller, was dying at 11:30 that night when I met Lieutenant Arneson in the hospital corridor.
Dr. Surrey, report.
I'm afraid I talked you into a wasted trip down here. Just saw the doc again. They're giving Bill less than an hour to live now. His wife just went into the room.
Never came back at all, huh?
No. I've been with him most of the time and had a man there when I wasn't.
What did you expect him to give you, Lieutenant?
I'm not sure. According to witnesses, he and the guard were shot down by one of the men in cold blood. Not because they resisted the killers. Why? To eliminate them, maybe. Why? Because the victims knew the killer, maybe. In spite of the masks they were wearing. That's what I hope you tell me.
That's the point. How about these witnesses? They any good?
Good as most. The picture seems to have been 2 cars, both sedans. One of them was in the passenger loading zone when the armored truck arrived and parked in front of it.
These men knew when and where, then?
They sure did. They knew the truck had picked up the receipts at the Andover stores in Kansas City, Kansas, and Independence, and the 1 car was waiting for them at the store here. The other car double parked when the money came out. The men were shot down, and the truck was empty before anybody turned in an alarm.
How about license numbers?
Both on the stolen car list. You can work any way you want, Dollar. I won't get in your road.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
We're both aiming for the same thing, and I'm going to have my hands full. Robbery detail tells me their informers have hinted that a gang has been forming here in town for the last month or 2.
I guess they were right.
We're pulling in everybody we can. Maybe we can get some talk out of some of them. It'll be a slow process, but that's the way we work. I'll be in my... Oh, yes, Cole. Is he gone?
There was nothing they could do.
Well, that finishes that. This is Mr. Dollar, Sergeant Cole.
How are you?
Sergeant Cole?
Dollar's investigating for the insurance company.
Yeah, but they're hurting, huh?
I've seen them in better moods. Were you planning on talking to the widow tonight, Lieutenant? Follow up the possibility that he knew the killers?
What kind of condition is she in, Cole?
Hard to tell. She seemed to be standing up all right.
I'd just as soon leave it to you tonight, Dollar. Cole and I want to get back to headquarters and see what we've pulled in.
Sure, Lieutenant. Anything you say. A short time later, a white-sheeted figure was rolled out of the Biller room, followed in a couple of minutes by Mrs. Biller, a plain, lumpy woman in her 40s. In silence, she followed me into an empty waiting room a few yards down the corridor.
I want to go home. I've been here all day and I'm tired.
I can certainly understand that, Mrs. Biller, and I won't keep you long. This may seem like a strange question under the circumstances, but do you think there could have been anything personal connected with your husband's death?
Personal?
We're looking for a valid reason for Mr. Biller and the other men being shot down the way they were.
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't he get shot? It didn't surprise me. He was always with a lot of money, and I told him he'd get shot someday.
There was no apparent reason, Mrs. Biller. They weren't given time to try to protect the money. They didn't draw their guns. Private guards work under orders to surrender as a rule, but they weren't given a chance. They were met on the sidewalk and killed without a word.
I haven't been thinking about anything like that all day long. I've been wondering what would happen if he died. Now he has. And here I am with the house still not paid for and no money. I just have to face it. He's dead, and that's all there is to it.
You'd want to help us find the man who killed him if you could, wouldn't you?
How could I help you do that?
He and the other man could have been killed because they knew the man who killed them.
How could anything like that be? Why should Carl know anybody like that?
We don't know that he did. We only wonder.
And I read the papers. How could he know anybody when they were all wearing masks?
That could mean that he knew them very well. Well enough to recognize them in spite of the masks.
Don't you see what I mean, Mrs. Biller?
I can't think. You couldn't expect me to think after a day like this has been. I don't know what to say. I'm all mixed up now.
I understand, Mrs. Biller. I won't bother you any more tonight. What we want to know is if somebody who knew your husband and knew quite a lot about his job could have been responsible for his death and the robbery. We'll talk to you about it again. Maybe tomorrow. Lieutenant Arneson thought enough of the interview and the widow's reaction to assign a couple of men to keep her covered. The police spent most of that night pulling in known and suspected criminals and grilling them without any definite success. The next morning, I was in the lieutenant's office while he was waiting for one of his informers to be brought in.
Nothing on the missing cars yet, Dollar, but I'm dead certain they haven't got out of town. We had it sewed up in a hurry. I put another man on the Biller angle, too, looking into his habits and friends, but staying away from his wife. We'll save her for you.
Thanks a lot.
I thought you'd like her.
Here's the count, Lieutenant.
Yeah, come on in, Emil. This is Emil Ordorf, sometimes called the Count. Sit down, Emil. Emil and I have known one another for a long time, haven't we, Emil?
I owe the lieutenant a deep debt of gratitude.
We get along. Emil, this man's working for the insurance company that covered the missing money. You can trust him.
If you say so, what else?
What's going on in town, Emil? What does the crowd say about this heist?
They don't say very little. They don't like this. These are foreigners who do this.
From where?
Chicago. The crowd don't like this.
Doesn't look like a foreign job to me.
They knew just where that armored truck would be and were waiting for it. How would outsiders get information like that?
Who are these foreigners and where are they?
Where they are, I don't know. Who? I hear only some names that are nothing. One is Pinky, one other is Ross.
First name or last?
Only Ross. Other is Shorty, other is the Mick. Who their other names are, nobody knows. He's not much, Lieutenant, but I am only a man.
Anything more, Johnny?
Yeah. Do you know if they're still here in Kansas City?
How do I know that? So I, from the crowd, am the only one who knows where they are? Then I am shot too?
The lieutenant seemed to be fairly sure that the men and the money was still in town. All the escape routes had been covered by police armed with composite descriptions of more than 30 witnesses to the shooting. The information given us by the informer was almost worthless, but the first names and aliases were wired to Chicago for a search. And the officer working on the Biller angle came up with a development later that same afternoon. So I was armed with at least something definite when I went out to see the widow. Hello, Mrs. Biller.
Hello.
Hope you're feeling better today.
Some ways I do, some ways I don't. You can come in.
Thank you. Mrs. Biller, I learned some things this afternoon that I hope you've been thinking about.
What?
Your husband and this woman named Betty Clare.
I was going to tell you. What do you know about her?
She's married to a man who just got out of prison.
I was going to tell you. I knew she'd get him into trouble sooner or later. I did all I could to get him away from her. Even wrote a letter to the bonding company that she was nobody to be hanging around somebody with Carl's word.
He saw her after her husband was paroled?
Oh, not so much, I guess. But the husband was away sometimes. I don't know. Guess Carl went to see her some then.
You must have thought of her when I talked to you last night.
I did. There's no use lying.
Why didn't you mention her?
I don't know. Maybe I was ashamed of having a husband some other woman could keep a hold on until she got him killed.
And you think their association was one where he would have told her details about his job?
Yes.
Now you'll admit that you think she had something to do with the robbery.
Yes. Because Carl didn't come home night before last. I don't know where he was. But he came here in the morning to change into his uniform, then he left. That was the morning he was killed.
Did you ask him where he'd been?
No. I got over doing that quite a while ago. Has she been arrested?
Not yet. Lieutenant Arneson is waiting for me. We wanted to get what you had to say before we talked to her. Do you have anything more?
No. Except I hope she gets hurt as much as she's made me get hurt.
I think that's all then, Mrs. Biller. Sorry you didn't mention this last night. Hope we aren't too late now.
Huh? There's nobody here.
You in there! Open up! Spring lock.
Huh? You've got the key.
Let's get over to the side. You never know.
I guess we're safe.
Betty Clare. She's been choked to death.
Betty Clare had been strangled, obviously by a pair of hands. The apartment showed signs of a struggle, but further search revealed only a newspaper whose date and time seemed to indicate that she'd been killed after Carl Biller had died. There wasn't a lead as to the possible whereabouts of her husband, Arnold Clare, but the search for him was speeded up. At 5, a report from a section of Kansas City called East Bottom did give us a lead. The body of a man was found in a garage. He'd been shot to death, and in his pocket was a receipt for an insured parcel post package. A follow-up on the receiver's address showed the package to contain $15,000 in cash. Later, the informer, Emil Ordoff, followed the lieutenant and me in to view the body.
Okay, Charlie. You know this man, Emil?
How could I be sure?
He's one of the crowd. I know who he is. Do you?
His name is Norworth?
You know it is.
Yes, I know.
They'll know it. The record of narcotics possession, suspicion of burglary, 60 days last year, and vagrancy and carrying a concealed weapon.
Yes, Earl Norworth.
The lieutenant tells me he's not from Chicago, Emil, that he's a local boy.
Yes.
You still say the Andover job was pulled by Chicago men?
This is what I think, what the talk is.
I also told Dollar that I never could really trust you, Emil. There was always a chance somebody might buy you into bringing me false information.
Oh, no.
Couldn't somebody who just made a $200,000 haul buy you into it, Emil?
Oh, no.
Money's not going to do you any good if I find out you aren't leveling with me. I got about 4 charges I can bring against you. They send you up for quite a while.
I owe you deep gratitude. I tried to find out more, so you let me go now.
I'll give you the rest of the evening up to 10:30, Emil. One thing you don't have to find out. Norworth here sent 15 grand out of the city by mail. There's only one reason he'd do that. He was mixed up with the Andover job. Now get going. I'll pick you up later.
The 2 additional killings, possibly linked to the robbery, set Kansas City's underworld and police force spinning. Every officer in town was put on duty until further notice. By 8, the tanks were filled with hoodlums, while the streets and hangouts were strangely empty and silent. At 9 o'clock, it seemed that things started to break. A known associate of Arnold Clare was picked up and brought to the lieutenant's office.
Sure, I know Arnold. I was in prison with him. I met his wife the other night, but I don't know anything about the Andover job.
Where were you the morning it was pulled?
Listen, I got alibis to prove I wasn't mixed up in nothing.
What about Arnold Clare?
As far as I know, he was going straight. That's what he told me, anyway.
We've got Clare linked up pretty close. We know his wife was running around with the driver of that armored truck. That would give Clare access to the information he'd need.
Well, I can't help what his wife was up to. He told me he was going straight. He said he was looking for a job.
When did he say that?
Last time I saw him, the other night when I met his wife. Tuesday it was.
Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Robbery came off Wednesday morning. And you were with Clare and his wife Tuesday night.
That's right. I tell you, I don't think he had nothing to do with it.
How late were you with him?
Oh, must have been 1:30, 2 in the morning.
And Betty Clare was there all the time?
That's right.
Doesn't jive with Mrs. Biller's story, Lieutenant.
Look, I'm telling the truth. I got no reason to lie.
How about proof? Was anyone else there?
Yeah, somebody else was there. We ordered some liquor sometime around midnight. The boy from the liquor store brought it up. I forgot the name of the place, but I can show you.
Mrs. Biller said her husband was with Betty Clare the night before the robbery.
That ain't true. Nobody was with her but Arnold and me. I'll take you to that liquor store.
And she was killed yesterday, the day after Biller died.
What? Who was killed?
Are you sure Biller wasn't with you and Betty Clare and her husband?
You telling me Betty Clare is dead?
You know she is.
Strangled. Now tell us why.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't know anything about it. I swear I didn't. I'll tell you where Arnold is to prove I didn't know.
What kind of proof is that?
I didn't know. I swear I didn't. He didn't tell me. He said there was too much heat on from the Andover job. And he didn't have an alibi for the whole morning. He said he wanted to stay out of sight for a while.
Sure.
Make himself look innocent, I suppose.
I don't care what you think. That's what he told me, and that's all. But if his wife has been killed, I don't want to have nothing more to do with him. That's a real double cross to get me mixed up in anything like that. I'm through with him.
Where is he?
There's a shack out by the edge of town near the river. I've been taking food to him.
Let's get started.
Lieutenant means you, Stone.
Now, look, you ain't gonna make me go with you. Ain't it enough I tell you where he is?
You're the first real live hunk of progress we've had. We want to hang on to you. Come on.
He'll kill me if he gets a chance.
We'll try and see that he doesn't get one. Lieutenant? Yes, Cole.
Bad news. They caught up with Emil Ordoff.
He's dead?
Yeah, the report just came in.
Well, that's too bad. He was a good, honest steward, and I'm going to miss him.
Is it better stop, don't you think?
The town is really hot. I can't remember it ever being this hot.
We checked Stone's story at the liquor store. The delivery boy finally remembered and agreed that only Stone had been with the Clares in the apartment the night before the robbery. "20 minutes later, with headlights out, our car pulled up on a dirt road. The shack Stone pointed out was screened by a stand of willows on the riverbank. One small window showed some light from inside.
Wait a minute. I ain't going in there. You can't make me.
Come on.
He'll kill me.
No, he won't, Stone. Let's go.
I tell you, he'll kill me.
It's my case. I'll take it. Stay where you are, Claire.
Who you? Stone.
Stay in the chair. Lieutenant Arneson, homicide.
Stone. You sold me out.
Don't try it, Claire.
You lied to me, Arnold. You lied to me. You didn't tell me about your wife. And you was getting me mixed up in a killing. Well, that don't set with me.
And I called you my friend.
Settle back, Claire. You want to check in for weapons, Johnny?
Sure. Relax, Claire. You can't do yourself any good by making a play. Stand up.
I won't make a play. There's a .38 in my left coat pocket.
Uh-huh. You can sit down. Where do you want to start, Claire?
I guess it don't make much difference, does it?
Why'd you kill your wife?
What makes you so sure all right. I killed her because I was trying to go straight this time. And she got mixed up in this Andover job. If I'd known about it before, I'd stopped it for sure, but I didn't find out until after it happened.
How did you find out?
One of the guys that got killed, the driver, Biller. His wife got me on the phone the night he died. She told me about Betty and her husband.
You didn't know about it?
No, I didn't know. This dame told me about it. All the years I was in prison. And after I got out, every chance they had.
That's the only reason you had?
I told you I was trying to go straight. And I found out Betty is working this Biller into setting up a job with her. She was doing it to get rid of me again. She knew the board would take my parole away, no matter what I said.
Mrs. Biller told you all this?
Her husband talked about it before he died.
You're a stupid fool.
Sure I am, sure, but I couldn't help it. I went crazy. Betty wasn't at home when I found out. I guess I drank a lot and thought about it. And when she came home, I just grabbed her. I couldn't help it. I knew I was killing her. I couldn't stop. You know something? I don't care.
That's the spirit.
What about the Andover job? How much do you know about that?
I know one guy that was in on it, and I'll finger him for you. I'll finger him. I'll see some of them take the same trip I'm taking.
From the break Stone gave us, the case snowballed. The man Claire took us to led us to another, and he to another. It went that way until 4:30, when all that remained were the men from Chicago we'd heard of earlier. They were holed up in a house together, and one of them, Ross Degnan, had been the killer during the job. He'd killed for no reason, except that he'd been under the influence of narcotics. Dawn was just beginning to break when the stakeout was drawn around the house.
Gotta move faster than I wanted to. One of the men who got here before we did says he heard a phone ringing in the house.
They've been tipped then.
Probably. Sergeant Cole?
Ready to go, Lieutenant?
I think so. You cover me with a Thompson from the driveway, near the porch there.
Yeah.
You aren't forgetting those sawed-off shotguns, are you? You're not going to get within range.
Not me. We'll try to call them out from the street. Oh, wait.
Car starting. Where is it? The garage.
It got into the garage.
The garage! You men in the back! Cover the garage!
Watch it. Here they come.
Thompson, Cole, use it! Get the driver!
It had been a long night, but we saw the end of the trouble there on the street. What the Chicago men had with them in stolen money brought the recovery up to within $2,000 of the original amount. Expense account item 2, $180. Miscellaneous item 3, same as item 1, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $396.50. Remarks? I talked to Mrs. Biller before I left, hoping to get some kind of revenge against the woman who'd stolen her husband. She told Arnold Clare that Betty had set up the robbery, but she got her revenge, murder. And the company owes her a deep debt of gratitude, because when that broke, the whole thing broke. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
George Reed here.
Well, good morning, George.
Bad morning, Johnny.
What's the matter?
You remember Jedidiah Gillis?
Eccentric old man loves animals? Sure.
Well, for the second time, he's talked us into issuing a special coverage policy on an item he wanted insured.
And for the second time, it's disappeared, huh?
Right.
I hope it's not another singing mouse.
I'm afraid it's something worse. An articulate canine.
I take it a what?
Dog, Johnny.
And I take it a You mean a talking dog?
Yep.
Oh, no. Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of a man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Different. I didn't know about mice. I do know about dogs. And I've never heard one yet that could say anything but rough.
Well, maybe you haven't, but Michael Murphy has.
Michael Murphy?
Iron Mike Murphy, vice president of Milford Steel.
Oh, what's he got to do with this?
Well, he's the former owner of the articulating canine.
Gillis bought the dog from him?
According to this application, he did.
When did it happen?
Oh, about 3 weeks ago. First I heard of it was when Gillis called from New York asking for the coverage.
How much insurance does he have on the critter?
The maximum we'd allow, $7,500.
75? Oh, no, George. That's hardly worth my time. I can't make any commission from a small policy like that. Why don't you pay him off and forget it?
I'd like to, Johnny, but it isn't that simple.
No?
No. Since you found his mouse, Gillis thinks you're some kind of a miracle worker.
No, Pied Piper, you mean. Or Pie-Eyed something or other.
Anyway, the boys upstairs have agreed to let you write your own ticket again, providing...
Yeah?
Providing you locate the dog. Or in the event you don't, you pacify Gillis. Keep him happy so that he doesn't cancel his other policies.
And if I can't do either?
Then you wind up with your regular commission and expense account, which our auditors will check and double-check.
A real sucker bet. But okay, George, you've got yourself a deal. Expense account item 2, 85 cents, cab fare back to my apartment. Item 3, $26, transportation Hartford to New York City, including cab fare to the Statler Hotel. By the time I checked in, changed my shirt, it was 8:30. I picked up the phone and called the number George Reed had given me.
Hello?
May I speak to Mr. Gillis, please?
Johnny Dollar. Dad told me you were coming.
Well, hi.
Hi, is that all? I guess this is Marion.
Yeah, no. I had a hunch your father was staying at your place.
Do you have my address?
Sure have. 514 East 51st Street.
Apartment 4C.
Yeah.
Now, you get right over here before everyone leaves.
Everyone? Who all's there?
Well, just friends. It's a celebration.
What kind?
I'll tell you when you get here. Now, hurry.
Right. Expense account item 4, $1.70, taxi from the Statler to the East 51st Street address. The entrance to the building faced toward Beekman Place, and one side of it looked out over the East River. I could hear the noise from apartment 4C before I stepped off the elevator. Marion had a good many friends, which figured because of her blonde hair, gray eyes, and a few other... Well, yeah. I pressed the buzzer and waited. I was about to press it again when a door opened further off down the hall.
Hi!
Oh, Marion!
Here, Johnny. I hope you don't mind sneaking in through the kitchen. But Dad made it very clear that he wants to see you now and alone.
Alone? Was that mob in there?
He's waiting for you in the den. It's this way. How have you been?
Oh, fine, just fine. Sounds like quite a party.
It is. I sent out the invitations before the pup disappeared. I offered to call it off, but Dad wouldn't let me.
Any special kind of celebration?
I think so. It's to announce my engagement.
Well, what do you know? Who's the lucky man?
His name's Bill Fisher. He's an executive with the Powers advertising agent.
Real big-time operator, huh?
He just talked one of his clients into putting on a new TV show.
Well, you know you have all my good wishes.
Oh, Bill, we were just talking about you.
I wondered where you disappeared to.
Bill, this is Johnny Dollar.
Hi, congratulations. You're getting a fine girl. Yes, I think so.
Thunderation, what's all... Oh, it's Dollar, so you finally decided to get here.
Hello, Mr. Gillis.
Come in.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you later, Johnny.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, you ready to go to work?
Yes, sir, whenever you are.
Whenever I am. You're the one's getting paid to be a detective.
Well, I can't do my job without your cooperation, Mr. Gillis.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Just answer a couple of questions.
Just answer, well, didn't that sweet pea of an agent tell you all you need to know?
Well, he couldn't. He didn't know anything except that a dog you have insured.
A dog? A dog, you say? Is that what you call her? Why, you miserable, cold-hearted... A dog.
Well, isn't that what you've lost, Mr. Gillis?
No! And don't you ever let me hear you calling that... She's a little lady. If you must refer to the type of being she is, well, she's a canine.
Okay. Do you mind telling me under what circumstances the canine disappeared?
I wouldn't mind at all. And please call her Ming Toy.
Beg your pardon?
Ming Toy, that's her name. Ming Toy Murphy. What's the matter, you doll? Are you deaf?
No, isn't that kind of an unusual name for a dog? A canine?
Oh, you think so? Shows how stupid you are. She's a Chinese.
Chinese?
Yes, a Pekingese. A Pekingese. And being as the first owner's name was Murphy, the whole thing, Ming Toy Murphy, just fits her to a T.
Yeah. Now, exactly when did you notice Ming Toy was missing?
Oh, since we got back from breakfast, you see, I'd left Ming Toy in here, locked up safe and sound, but when we got back, the door was standing open.
The front door?
No, not to this door.
And Ming Toy was gone?
Of course she was gone. That's what all this fuss is about.
But the front apartment door was closed.
It was, and somebody's come in here and stolen her. They had sense enough to close the front door when they left.
You're for sure somebody did steal.
I don't know what to think. All I know is Ming Toy missing. Canine animals like her don't grow on trees.
Oh, what do you mean? Because of her special talent?
Well, now you're getting it, my boy. Yes, because she can talk.
Oh, Mr. Gillis, can you honestly say you've heard her speak?
Speak? Why, man, all dogs can speak. But Ming Toy talk.
Just like a human being, I suppose.
Yeah. I see you don't believe me. Well, you just march yourself over here to this tape recorder.
Oh, Mr. Gillis, if she can talk like you say, it's still going to take me a while to kind of get used to this.
You and the whole country, providing we get her back.
The whole country?
TV, boy.
What?
Television. A new show called The Big Shock. The first one's on tomorrow night. What's the matter? Don't you read the papers? Anyway, they started advertising about 2 weeks ago. Looking for a dog that could say, Happy Hollow Dog Food is yum, yum, yummy.
Happy Hollow Dog Food?
That's the company sponsoring the show.
Go on.
They're going to open their show with the animals saying that slogan, you see. And today I was going to take Ming Toy down there and let her say it and collect the $50,000.
What $50,000?
The $50,000 they're offering to give for a dog that can say, Happy Hollow
Okay,
dog
Mr.
food.
Gillis. All right, I know.
Yes, well, anyway, when I first heard about this, I remembered Mike Murphy had said something to me over a year ago about having a canine in his kennel that could talk some. So I went over there 3 weeks ago, and I bought her.
Was the ad in the paper at that time?
Of course it wasn't.
Well, how did you know it was going to be?
Marion told me.
How did she know?
That dressed dummy she's fixing to marry. The advertising agency he works at, they're the ones that talk the Happy Hollow people into putting on that show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's about time.
I also see that you don't exactly approve of Fisher for a son-in-law.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I don't approve. I don't disapprove of me. If she wants to marry a stuffed shirt, that's her business. Let me play this tape recording for you. You're going to hear the sweetest little voice this side of town.
Ah, now then, me little pet.
You
Get
see,
yourself set and ready
we
for the
made
trial.
this at Mike Murphy.
All right, girl. Now talk to me. Pretty now. Talk pretty. Hello, everybody.
See? She said hello.
That's a dog?
It's canine. Be quiet.
Very good, lad. Now tell me, how are you feeling these fine days?
Hey, what happened?
She saw a cat. What do you think?
Oh.
You still doubt she can talk, Nello?
I think I'd like to see it with my own eyes. Have you put an ad in the lost and found columns of the papers?
Of course.
What about the people in this building?
Well, I had Morris. He's the super. Put a note.
Super?
The janitor. They call him supers in the city. So what's the matter? Don't you know anything yet? I had to put a notice in each apartment telling them to be on the lookout for her. But so far, nobody said a word. And naturally, they wouldn't because she's not around here. She's been stolen.
Oh, now, look, why would anyone want to steal her? They couldn't put stolen property
Well,
on TV.
maybe it could have been somebody doing it for spite.
Like who?
Yes, like Iron Mike Murphy. That's who. He's been saying nasty things to me, claiming I cheated him out of Mean Toy.
Well, did you?
Of course I did.
Mr. Gillis, is there any other possible way she could have gotten out of this room?
Well, now, there's several... Oh, no.
Huh?
No, it hurts me just to think about it. Oh, dear. That window.
Window?
Yes. Oh, dear.
Was that open yesterday morning?
Yes, it was open. I forgot to close it. Oh, dear.
Well, what's down below there?
Nothing but the East River.
I continued questioning him, making sure he'd given me all the facts. Then, after promising to take him along when I visited Iron Mike Murphy, I said goodnight and left. Expense account item 5, $1.70 for a cab back to my hotel. The next morning, I called Murphy and wangled an invitation to his Long Island home. At exactly 9 o'clock, I was in front of the Gillis apartment.
Hey, mister.
Yeah?
You looking for Mr. Gillis?
No, Mr. Gillis. You seen him?
Sure. When they go out for their breakfast.
Oh, yeah, I see. Do you pick up the trash and garbage from the apartments every morning?
That's my job, senor.
Well, what time do you usually hit this floor?
The same time as now, about 9 o'clock.
Do the Gillises go out for breakfast every morning at this time?
Almost every morning.
What about day before yesterday?
When the little one disappeared, See, it was the same hour.
Uh-huh. Tell me, Morris, do you remember seeing anyone on this floor that morning?
You know one who did not have a business here?
But there was someone?
See.
Near the Gillis apartment?
Where you stand, waiting at the meeting.
Well, who was it, you know?
Oh, no, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's such a nice gentleman, and he carried what I know was another present for Mr. Gillis. I told him they were out for their breakfast, and he went away.
You still haven't told me who it was, Morris.
My heavens, senor. Who else would bring Mr. Gillis such a pretty box or such a beautiful gift? Who else but the gentleman she's soon to marry?
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Ming Toy Murphy Matter.
people in love usually keep odd hours, so I wasn't surprised that Morris, the janitor, had seen Marion Gillis's fiancée outside the apartment the morning the dog, canine, had disappeared. I thanked Morris for his help, went back downstairs to my cab, where I saw the Gillises walking toward me from First Avenue.
Morning, Dollar.
Morning.
Sorry we're late. Got to gabbing over that second cup of coffee.
Better not let your doctor hear you say that.
No, Marion, be still. Yes, you ready, Dollar?
Ready and waiting, Mr. Gillis.
And then let's go. I got a few things I can't wait to say to Mr. Iron Mike Murphy.
Now remember, Dad, no excitement.
I'll remember.
Marion,
Yes.
are you going to be busy around noon?
No, I don't think so far.
Just thought we might have lunch together.
21?
Anywhere you like.
Say 12:30?
Perfect. See you then. According to Mr. Gillis, Iron Mike Murphy didn't know that Ming Toy was missing, so it was going to be interesting to see his reactions when we told him. The Murphy home was spread across a couple of acres near Great Neck. The main house was a large two-story brick affair with a tack room, swimming pool, and the kennels behind it. For Iron Mike pursued his hobby of raising Pekingese dogs. We found Murphy at the kennel.
Well, Gillis, you lying, thieving devil. You hold your tongue, Mike. What are you doing out here anyway?
I came along to help Mr. Dollar. He doesn't know you like I do, so I wouldn't be able to tell when you're lying like I can.
Ah, I suppose you think that's funny. Dollar, you know what this man did to me? He stole a wonderful little dog right out from under me nose.
And you stole her back.
Well, what do you mean by that?
You know what I mean. The day after you called me on the phone, you saw that ad in the paper. Well, the next day somebody stole Ming Toy. And I'm sure it was you shanty Irishman.
Why, you dirty-minded evil old man. I've half a mind to take a horsewhip to you for saying such a thing.
Oh, you deny it, Ed?
Of course I deny it. And you say it again, I'll deny it with me fist.
Oh, is that so? Well, I whipped you when you were in the steel mills, and I can whip you now. Look out, fella.
Oh, Mr. Gillis, remember what your daughter said.
Defend yourself, Murphy.
Mr. Gillis.
Bring yourself at me,
Taxi! Taxi! Mr. Gillis, please, Mr. Murphy.
Here I come. Ooh. Justice triumph.
Oh.
Call me names, will
Hey,
you?
driver, over here. When it was over, Mr. Gillis had a black eye and Murphy a bloody nose. Gillis and I went back to town. Cab fare $12. That's item 6. After seeing Mr. Gillis safely to his apartment, I went across town to the 21. Marion arrived, we were shown to a table, and I told her as quickly as I could what had happened at the Murphy home.
Johnny, you know Father isn't supposed to get excited.
I know, he knows, and I tried to stop him, but he went...
so upset over losing Ming Toy or anything else. Well, especially something as strenuous as a fight. Well, it might prove to be too much.
Oh, he's all right, believe me.
Well, I'll call him in a few minutes to be sure.
Marion, this morning while I was waiting for you to come back from breakfast, I had a talk with Morris, the super at your apartment.
No?
Yeah, he...
Marion, darling.
Oh, well, I told Bill to join us, Johnny. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. Sit down.
No, thanks.
Johnny's been out all morning with Dad.
Oh? Hunting for the dog, huh?
That's right.
Any luck?
I'm not sure.
Excuse us, Bill. But what does Morris have to say, Johnny?
Oh, it wasn't important.
Don't try lying to me, Johnny Dollar. I know you too well. Now, you tell us what Morris have to say.
Bill, the morning the dog disappeared, you were at Marion's apartment, weren't you?
Of course he wasn't.
Bill?
Day before yesterday? No.
You sure?
Positive. I was in my office all morning.
What time did you get there? You remember?
Yes, we've been very busy lately getting the big shock ready for the air. It was about 8:45.
Your secretary will swear to that?
Naturally.
Johnny, what's this all...
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'll make a couple of phone calls. Be right back. I called Bill's office, spoke to his secretary, and of course he had lied. Instead of going back to the table, I took a cab to my hotel, made a couple of more phone calls, and waited. About 40 minutes later, Bill Fisher called and asked me to meet him in a bar near Rockefeller Center.
You like a drink, Johnny?
No, thanks. Not right now.
No? I figured you'd be thirsty. You've been such a busy little boy.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Calling my secretary, then calling the Happy Hollow people to find out whose idea it was to advertise offering $50,000 for a talking dog.
Oh, I wouldn't be ashamed of having that idea if I were you. It's a good one.
Except for one thing. It was meant strictly for the publicity value. Nobody ever heard of a dog that could really talk, so I guaranteed them their $50,000 would be safe.
Go on.
See, it was tough enough getting the Happy Hollow people to put a show on TV in the first place. They really don't have that kind of money. And if they'd had to pay out the $50,000 on top of everything else, well, that would be it. We'd lose their account. I'd lose my job.
Uh-huh. So what did you do with Ming Toy?
Well, naturally, since she could talk, I had to get rid of her. You understand that, don't you?
How did you get into the Gillis apartment?
That was easy. I'd been there the night before. When I left, I slipped the latch so the door wouldn't lock. When they went out to breakfast the next morning, I went in. I was going to put her in that box and carry her out, but she put up such a fuss, I just tossed her out the window.
Into the river?
Yes, Dollar, into the East River. Well, what can I do about it? After all, Ming Toy was only a dog. It wasn't like she was a person. Well, what can I do about it?
I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I hope it's plenty. I left him there and walked down 6th Avenue. When I reached the corner of 51st, I called Marion and asked her to meet me in a little park near her apartment building. Somehow I told her, as simply and directly as I could.
Well, it's kind of funny, isn't it, Johnny?
I don't know. Isn't?
Sure. If I hadn't met Bill, none of this would ever have happened. Dad would still be feeling chipper. I might have been engaged to somebody else. Maybe even a nice guy like you. And why do things like this have to happen?
I don't know, Marion. I just don't know. We were about a block away from her apartment when we heard the ambulance. We watched her turn into 51st Street, then stop. Then we were running.
Johnny, it's Dad, I know it.
No, you don't know any such thing.
Oh.
All right, folks, all right. Now keep back. Give the men room to work.
Johnny, they're not going into the building.
No, they're doing something out there in the middle of the street. Officer, what's happened?
It sounds like a little girl's caught down there under the street.
Under the street?
Yeah, lady, in the drain pipe that goes down to the river.
Are you sure it's a little girl and not a dog?
You kidding? Dogs can't talk like that.
Like what?
Well, it sounds like she's trying to say something about a dog food being yum, yummy.
Get your fire, Marion.
Yes, oh, yes.
Excuse me.
Hey, come back here.
I joined the power and water men who had lifted up a manhole cover and put down a ladder. It didn't take us long under the street, just a couple of minutes. Then we climbed back out again.
Johnny!
Dollar, where is she? Where's my baby?
She's still down there, Mr. Gillis.
You left her. Dollar, she's not?
No, sir, she's fine.
Then why didn't you bring her back?
Well, maybe you better look for yourself, Mr. Gillis.
All right, I'll do just that.
Dad, you can't.
You just try stopping me, will? Come on, Dollar. Come on. Annie.
Careful now, Mr. Gillis.
Yes.
Watch your step here.
Don't you worry about me. You just look out for yourself.
Yes, sir, I am.
Dollar. Do you hear? She's saying Happy Hollow dog food.
Yes, sir.
By George, boy. Here, let me down here. Where is she? Where's my little sweetheart?
This way, Mr. Gillis.
Hello, you little rascal, you. Yummy.
Careful now, Mr. Gillis. She's under this water pipe.
This one I
Yes, sir. You'll have to stoop down to see her.
What's that mewing sound out? She. Well, I'll be jigs with it. Puppies, darling.
Yes, sir. 6 of them.
Yes, well, that little rascal. Puppies. So that's why she disappeared, huh? To have her family. She called me Papa. Papa. Well, you naughty little girl. By golly. Papa. Well, sir, by golly. Well, who'd have thought?
I guess Ming Toy did, sir.
Yes, he must have. Yes, indeed. Oh, Papa. Look, Johnny. I'm a grandfather.
I never did tell Gillis exactly how Ming Toy had been helped out of the apartment, All he knew was that Marion, for reasons of her own, had called off her engagement to Bill. Ming Toy spent a week in bed recovering from her ordeal, and naturally, since Gillis refused to let her appear on TV that night, the $50,000 went unclaimed. And, alas, the long-suffering public has yet to hear the dulcet tones of a talking dog named Ming Toy Murphy. Expense account total, including hotel, incidentals, and transportation back to Hartford, $225.70. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a vessel that was lost at sea suddenly turns up, thanks to the true love of my gay young life. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. Written by Charles Smith, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, G. Stanley Jones, Herb Ellis, Joseph Kearns, Jay Novello, Bill James, and Howard McNear. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.